In this video, I'm going to be rebuilding Oregon State in the new Pac-12. This season, the Beavers are sitting at 0-7, and they're one of the most disappointing teams in the country this year with them signing one of the better quarterbacks in the portal, Maalik Murphy. And with the Pac-12 getting a whole revamp next year of new schools, Coach Sparrow has a lot of work to do. And to make this rebuild more tough, we have to complete 3 challenges, which is winning the national championship, winning 2 Pac-12 conference championships, and having the best recruiting class in the conference. So, can Coach Sparrow turn this Oregon State football program around? We'll see. But if y'all like content like this and anything college football 26, subscribe to the channel, turn on those post notifications, and do not forget to leave a like on the video. Welcome back, Saturday Night Lights community, the family. Y'all see by the title, thumbnail, and intro of this video what we're going to be doing today. We're going to be rebuilding Oregon State. We're going to be rebuilding Oregon State. If y'all are day ones to the channel and y'all watch my videos, y'all know that every episode, when we do a rebuild, we play an entire season. But this one is different. We're doing the entire rebuild in one video. The entire 5-year rebuild in one whole video. So y'all go get y'all snacks. Y'all go put me on y'all TV. Y'all go cook dinner if y'all just got off work. Y'all get comfortable because this is going to be a long video. But let's go ahead and get into it. The first thing I want to talk about with this Oregon State team is their roster. And I only want to talk about 3 things. I told y'all from the intro, they were able to bring in the transfer from Duke, Maalik Murphy, and he kind of hasn't really been the guy. I don't know if it's Oregon State's football program. I don't know what it is, but it's time for a change. We love Maalik Murphy, but his deal breaker, we already know he's going to transfer out. So with that being said, we're going to go to the sophomore, Jabari Johnson. We're going to switch over and play the sophomore Jabari Johnson. He might not even come back next year. Right now, his deal breaker says C, so he might leave. So, but we're gonna see. We're gonna see what happens. We're gonna bench Maalik Murphy for the rest of this season and play the sophomore. The next thing I want to talk about with this team is our running back position. Anthony Hankerson. This is why I said in the intro, this team is one of the most disappointing teams in the country, in my opinion, because they have talent. They have talent. They have this running back. And when I was doing my research on this team, watching their games, they don't use them. They don't use him. I don't get it. He's one of the best running backs in this game. He's one of the most underrated running backs in real life, by the way, but they don't use him. I don't get it. If I have some Oregon State fans watching this video, y'all let me know. But we're definitely going to be focused on running the football for the rest of this season. When it comes to receivers, they have decent receivers, but if y'all go to their roster, the one thing that I want to improve is speed. We have no speed on this team. The 2 fastest receivers that we have on the team, as 2 of the fastest players we have, period, they don't even play. They don't play at all. So in recruiting, what Coach Sparrow wants to do, and just with this team in general, is try to make this team more explosive, bring more speed in, and bring some excitement back to Oregon State football. When it comes to the schedule, like I told y'all from the intro, Oregon State is sitting at 0-7. So we're starting off exactly where they're at in real life, by the way. Exactly where they're at. We only have a total of about 5 games left in the season. We have this FCS team. We should be able to get that win. And then we have our conference game versus Washington State. We got Sam Houston, Tulsa, and then we play Washington State again. So the games that we're only gonna hop into 2 games this season, by the way. We're only gonna hop into 2 games. I already know we're not gonna make a bowl game. So the only games we're gonna hop into is probably Washington State, honestly. It's probably Washington State. We might only even play in 1 game this season. We'll see. But for right now, it's 2. So we're definitely gonna play in one of these Washington State games and just see where we're at. But maybe we can somehow go on a 5-game winning streak to end off the season. When it comes to recruiting, we had to start off late. We had to start off all the way in week 7 of where we got to start recruiting at. But we did add some guys that I like. A future QB1, this guy right here from Cali, Quentin Brewer, 3-star gem, 82 speed, 86 throw power. He already has extender. I like him. And then his pocket passer out of Washington, I like him too. I like both of these running backs too as well, especially the homegrown guy from Portland, Oregon. We'll see if we move up his board. We also added a lot of receivers to the board. Also, this this 4-star speedster, 90 speed. So definitely some talent. Definitely some talent on this board for sure. And by the way, I know y'all see a lot of tight ends, but I'm gonna give y'all a little trick of the trade here when it comes to recruiting. If you're recruiting a small school and you cannot find fast linebackers, or you're not able to find some good linebackers, recruit the athletes that are listed as tight ends. They always transfer over as at least decent linebackers. Just to give y'all a little tip. But yeah, recruiting is it's definitely gonna change throughout the rest of this season. But hopefully we can find some talent and definitely find some speed in recruiting this season. And after events in the week, we were able to finally get our first win of the season versus an FCS team, barely though, only won by 10 points. Jabari Johnson though had a great game, 126 rating, 197 passing yards, 2 touchdowns, 58% completion percentage. Anthony Hankerson, when you give him the ball, like I said, great running back, had 131 yards. Y'all see, we're playing these young guys at receiver. Malachi Durant, great game. Taz Hendricks, the sophomore, playing the younger guys. He got 2 touchdowns. Zachary Card had 3 catches. This is the culture. This is the culture change that Coach Sparrow is talking about. But this week we have our first conference game of the season versus Washington State. We will be hopping into this game. This is the only game that we're going to be playing in this season. But looking at Washington State's roster, they're okay. They're okay. Ever since they lost Mateer to Oklahoma, they haven't been the same team. They're definitely decent though. They're definitely decent. I feel like we can win this game. I feel like this is definitely a winnable game for us looking at their team. But yeah, again though, if y'all are watching the video right now, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Turn on those post notifications and do not forget to leave a like on the video. Like I said, we're doing this entire 5-year rebuild in this one video. But here we go, man. Let's go ahead and get into this first conference game, one and only game that we're going to be hopping into this season versus the Cougars. Here we go. I just wanted to see Oregon State's intro because I've never played with Oregon State on this game. So I just wanted to see their intro real quick. I'm not going to lie. Oregon State's uniforms are low key. They nice. I'm not gonna lie, y'all gonna see the different jersey combos throughout the season, but they definitely got some nice uniforms. And we're in the 4th quarter of this game, and y'all see we're beating Oregon State, we're beating Washington State, and we're gonna win this game. Like I don't understand how this Washington State team was 0-7. I don't know. Maybe it's coaches. Maybe it's Coach Sparrow making a coaching change. But right now, this team's playing great. We're up 14-31. We're playing great football. Y'all see they put a spy out there, and he tries to make it down the middle, and he throws it off to the speedster. This is the culture. This is the culture change that Coach Sparrow was talking about. Oh, the season's over. Why not just play these younger guys, get them some reps for next season, and see what happens? And it's been working. It looks like we're gonna win our 2nd game of the season under Coach Sparrow. Try to get out of there, throw it off to Dickerson, the senior, touchdown. Beavers, touchdown Oregon State, man. Jabari Johnson, ever since we made him QB1, he's been playing great. And it looks like we're gonna get our 2nd win of the season. The end of the game, like I said, man, great football by Oregon State today. Y'all see Anthony Hankerson again, the senior, with another 100-yard rushing game, back-to-back 100 yards for him. He's been playing great. You know, he's been a leader since we've played these young guys. He's the leader on the offense, and he's been playing great. He's been playing great. Like I told y'all, man, Coach Sparrow wants to change the culture here for Oregon State football. Looking at the stats, like I said, Jabari Johnson had a great game. Malik Murphy came in the end of that game. Played good, though. A touchdown. Like I said, he has all the talent in the world. But we already know he's going to transfer out, so we might as well just play the young guy, see what he got. Hankerson had a great game, rushing the football. Durant had a touchdown. Zachary Card played well. Taz Hendricks. Like I said, this is the future of the program. These 3 guys right here. So we got to get them reps. Defense played well. Aries had a pick. SV3, he had a pick. Just overall, man, beautiful game by the Beavers. And we're now at week 13, 1 week away from our last game of the season. But just to give y'all an update, we beat Sam Houston. We're at 3 wins this season. We beat Sam Houston very comfortably, 38-19. And this young man, Jabari Johnson, is looking like the future of this program. 221 yards, a touchdown and a pick, 58% completion percentage. Dickerson, 3 touchdowns. He is hurt, by the way, the senior, but he has been playing great. Taz, the sophomore, has been balling. Zachary Card had another touchdown. We did fall short though to Tulsa the following week, losing 35 to 21 that game. We didn't have Hankerson that game. That could have been why we had to play the sophomore. Could have been why we didn't win that game, but Durant played well. Like I said, man, these young guys, Taz, Malachi, Zachary, they're all playing great football. Like I said, last week before our last game of the season, to give y'all an update with recruiting though. Not any commits yet, but we do have some guys on visit on this bye week. This 3-star quarterback, Quentin Brewer. Hopefully we can sign him after we advance the week. We also have Brian Emerson, the 4-star running back. Hankerson, he's a senior. He's leaving next season. We need to find that next guy up. I feel like Brian Emerson can be that guy, the backfield threat. Y'all know I love throwing the ball out the backfield to the running backs. I love that. So hopefully we can sign him after this week. But yeah, overall, man, recruiting is not looking bad at all. But hopefully we can sign this quarterback and running back duo after this week. We're at the end of this season. We were able to beat Washington State by 2 points. And I did not know this was the conference championship. Y'all see our backup running back, because Hankerson was out for the rest of this season. Durant and the young guys went off 3 touchdowns. Huge game for him. But like I said, I did not know that this game was the Pac-12 conference championship. Well, apparently we won a conference championship. This conference championship will not count though towards our challenges of winning 2 Pac-12 conference championship next season. That's when it fully starts. When we add the new teams to the Pac-12. But to look at the stats at the end of this season, ever since we switched quarterbacks, we had a great ending to our season. Went 3-1 towards the end of the season. Jabari Johnson, 1,000 yards, 7 touchdowns, only 3 picks. Like I said, if Hankerson didn't get hurt, the senior, he would have definitely rushed for 1,000 yards. He had a great year. Our backup had a huge game at the end in that conference championship. Zachary Card, I feel like he is going to be a great player throughout this rebuild. I feel like he really is going to be a great player. Since we played these young guys, they play great. Him, Durant, Taz, like they all play great football. I am really excited for the future of this offense, especially if we can keep it together. Before we get into this offseason, we have our first commitment, the 3-star gem, Quentin Brewer from Cali. I am so glad we were able to bring him in. I really think he is the future quarterback of this program. To sign a new OC and DC going into next season. First one is our new offensive coordinator. He used to be Louisiana Tech's head coach. He came over to us. I feel like that architect ability and tactician is really going to help us next season. And then our D coordinator, him having mainly recruiting, that's definitely going to help us going into next season. So we're already starting off this off season on a good note. Came to the college football playoff bracket. Oklahoma takes the national championship over Nebraska. I'm honestly surprised. I know Oklahoma's playing really good in real life right now, but I don't think I see them winning a national championship this year. Crazy that Boise made it all the way to the semifinal, but the Sooners take the national championship this year. Finally at the offseason, and the first step, y'all already know, is the players that's leaving. We have a record. This is a record on this channel. We have 47 players that want to leave. 47 players that want to leave either to the transfer portal or graduating, and we only have 2 persuasions. We already know Malik Murphy, he is gone. The persuasion chance literally says none. He's not coming back. Really like Jabari. Let's see if we can bring him back. He decides to stay. We got Jabari back. He is not leaving. That is huge. That is huge going into next season. Next guy. Next guy. I mean, it could be this. I really don't know. It could be this corner, but he's not coming back. I really liked him. We also had this 6'4" safety. He wants to leave. He does. I'm gonna try to bring back this. Say he had impact. He does not come back. So we lost 46 players. 46 players to the transfer portal graduation. But the good thing that is going to come out of this, Anthony Hankerson is projected 4th round. Like I said, he had a great season. And Anthony Hankerson did get drafted in the 3rd round. Huge accomplishment for the senior. And that's only going to increase our pro potential grade, especially when it comes to recruiting. We're now at my favorite part of the offseason, the transfer portal. And we have some dogs in the portal. Let's go ahead and go over to our recruiting board. This 4-star running back, he did commit to Arkansas, but the guy I want to talk about, we added St. Clair, Ohio State, one of Ohio State's top recruits. Last season. We added the freshman. This dude was a dog. Y'all gonna see his attributes probably next week when we advance the week, but hopefully we can sign this young man. Hopefully we can sign him. We send the house after him. And if we're not able to get him, then we added the pure runner, Cameron Dyer. If y'all know, Cameron Dyer on this game is insane. I think he has like, I don't know what's his speed right now, but I think it's like an 89, 88. I told y'all Coach Sparrow wants to bring speed back to the Pac-12. Y'all remember back in the day when the Pac-12 was known for throwing the ball, playing fast, playing with speed. They were terrible in the trenches, though. All the Pac-12 teams were terrible in the trenches back in the day, but they were great when it came to the perimeter. So that is the excitement that we're trying to bring back to the Pac-12, and hopefully we can sign one of these quarterbacks. I'm glad we signed this true freshman Quentin Brewer, and I feel like he's going to be a great quarterback. But if we can sign St. Clair or Cameron Dyer, it's going to change our program. Just change our program. And then we also added the Arizona State speedster running back, Raleek Brown. This dude's a dog. 95 speed. Yes, I said it. 95 speed. This young man is a dog too as well. We also added this running back. But if we can sign Raleek Brown, he is going to be crazy. He's going to be coming in as a senior. We're only going to have him for 1 year. But he can be crazy. Like I said, we got a lot of receivers added to the board. Hopefully we can sign these 2 4-stars. We did add these 2 transfers right here, though. Darius Johnson, I know he's fast on this game. And we also added this dude as well, speedster. So, like I said, recruiting, the board is looking insane right now. The board is looking insane. But our main objective in this transfer portal period is signing one of those quarterbacks. And after advancing the week, when it comes to St. Clair, we are locked out for him. We're not going to be able to get the 4-star phenom transfer from Ohio State. He is off our board, but I'm pretty sure we're going to get Cameron Dyer. And to look at his attributes, 90 throwing power, not the most accurate though. Not the most accurate at all, but 87 speed, all 5 abilities that you can get as a pure runner. Hopefully we sign him. He's probably going to be quarterback 1 going into next season. And Raleek Brown, 95 speed. Hopefully he signs. We're battling with Fresno State for him. He's coming on visit this week in week 3. We also added this 4-star transfer from Penn State, 93 speed. I'm telling y'all, if we're able to sign both of these running backs, we will have a 2-headed monster back there in the backfield. When it comes to receivers, Darius Johnson is coming on visit this week too as well. Hopefully we sign him. Hopefully we sign all these receivers, honestly. Tight end, he's still first on our board. Offensive line is still looking good. Linebackers are still looking decent. Corners, we're still first on this 4-star board, fighting with Minnesota for him. Hopefully we can sign him out of Florida. But right now recruiting is looking good. Like I said, if we can sign Cameron Dyer, I will definitely be happy about that going into season 2. At the end of recruiting when it comes to the transfer portal, and let's see who we sign. Starting off our tight end, Sam, middle linebacker out of Cali, huge commitment. We're looking for Raleek Brown is coming to Oregon State. That's the guy we really wanted out of Stockton, California. 95 speed. He is going to be a program changer. If y'all have not played with this young man on the game yet, he is one of the best running backs on this game. Huge signing. We're looking for Cameron Dyer, Johnson the transfer, and Cameron Dyer is coming to Oregon State out of Albuquerque, New Mexico. Huge signing. Next year is gonna be a movie in Oregon State. It is gonna be a movie. Oregon State has been a depressing football team for so long. It is time to change that. And going in the next season with the new Pac 12, it is going to be insane. Y'all are going to see the new teams that's in the Pac 12. By the way, that this is how the Pac 12 is going to be in real life in 2026 for that conference. So with Cameron Dyer, Raleek Brown leading the charge, I feel like it can get real scary for teams in the Pac 12 next season. I'll see a Cameron Dyer star development. He is going to change this program. We got another impact development quarterback. He's going to be behind him. We'll see what happens there. We also signed Corey Smith, impact development. Raleek Brown is coming in as I think a junior. It's either a junior or a senior, but he's going to have a freshman or a sophomore right behind him, ready to step up. Like I said, next season it's going to be a two-headed monster with these two guys. It is going to be a true two-headed monster. At the receiver position is going to be deep. We have two normal developments right here. Impact development. Tight ends are going to be special. Some of these guys are going to get moved over, honestly, to linebacker. If y'all want me to be honest, did some offensive tackle did sign to LSU. But what I want to see is this corner impact dev. But I want to see our recruiting class. I know we're going to have the best recruiting class in the conference. Only two teams here right now. We signed, though, the 29th ranked recruiting class in the country. Top 30 recruiting class in the country, over 5 4-stars, and we didn't even play this whole season. We started off recruiting in week 7. Just think when we get a full season next year, it is going to be insane. But great recruiting class by the Beavers. When it comes to the training results, I really feel like Oregon State is I feel like we're gonna be one of the best teams in the Pac-12 next year. In the new Pac-12, first guy I want to talk about is Cameron Dyer. I know he's only a 77 overall, but this young man now has 91 speed and still has 90 throw power. Not the best accuracy. Y'all know last year we played Jabari Johnson, we sat Malik Murphy, and he played well. But I think we're gonna go with Cameron Dyer going into season 2, and y'all see Raleek Brown, 95 speed, with now has platinum shifty, and then we got Corey Brown, 93 speed. Our receivers are fast. I told y'all in season 1, I told y'all the main thing Coach Sparrow wanted to come here and do is bring speed back to the Pac-12. What it used to be known for. So y'all see the fastest players on our team is gonna get playing time. But I am really excited for this Oregon State offense next season. And this is what y'all been waiting for. The new Pac-12 going into season 2, our 2026 season. I am really excited for this. I love how in college football now, they're starting to really like these lower schools like the Sun Belt, the Pac-12, even the Big 12, they're starting to really make these conferences what they kind of used to be, what the Pac-12 used to be. I know these schools aren't great schools, but I feel like it's just really exciting for college football. And it looks like our competition is going to be Boise State in the conference. Last year they went 13-3, 6-2. So it looks like they're going to be our biggest competition in this conference. The Pac-12 is going to be crazy going into season 2. Going into season 2, looking at our schedule, I feel like we can win a decent amount of games this season. Week 1, we play U of H on the road. Then we play Texas Tech at home. Then our first Pac-12 game and the first game we're going to be hopping into. We only can hop into 3 games this season, so we will be playing our first Pac-12 game against San Diego State. We got teams like Oregon, 23rd ranked Boise State, and then we start getting into that Pac-12 play, so it's going to be fun. But like I said, we can only hop into 3 regular season games this season. Comes to recruiting. Last year we brought in some dogs on offense. So we didn't focus much on like on offense this year, but we did focus on trying to bring in some big targets when it comes to receivers, including this 6'5", close to 200-pound receiver out of Kentucky right here, Jamison Minor. If y'all don't know, our tallest receiver right now in our starting lineup is 5'10". Our shortest one is 5'9", so definitely bringing in some height there. And if we want to have some success in this passing game, we want to become a elite passing attack, passing the ball 70% of the time. We need a tight end, so we did add this 4-star right here that we already moved up to 7th on his board. Marco Lamb from New Orleans. I really like him a lot too. But mainly in recruitment, we're gonna be focused on the trenches. The trenches, trying to, really build up our defense, because I feel like our defense is gonna be shaky this year. So we definitely added some 4-stars there on the board that we're really, really excited for. So hopefully we can sign these guys. But overall, hopefully recruiting can be good again this year. And here we go. We're in the 4th quarter of this game. 3 minutes left. Houston is up right now. First game of the season, 21-14. We go underneath to, I think that's Davis. There we go. Y'all see Cameron Dyer, 136 passing yards and a touchdown. He does have a pick today. It's looking like it's kind of been back and forth right now. We need a touchdown right here. We try to throw it down the middle on a deep pass. Oh, he tries to go for a jump ball right there to our shortest receiver on the team, Ward. I really didn't like that throw right there. Again, we don't have a lot of tall receivers. Our 3 receivers are 5'10" and 5'9", so there we go. We go to the slide. There we go. Big catch right there. I think that's by Johnson, the transfer. I don't know where Raleek Brown is at. I don't know if he's hurt or what. I haven't seen him on the field. We try to keep it, and this is where Cameron Dyer becomes elite. That 90 speed right there. That is where he becomes elite. Huge play by him right there. We got 1st and 10 right now. 3 minutes left in this game. We try to go down the middle. We go to the side. Oh, he throws a pick. Oh my God. If we don't get a stop right here, the game is over. Y'all see Cameron Dyer right there on the sideline. He wants to get back on that field so bad right now for his team. They try to go for a deep bomb. Oh my God. And he just got mossed. Wow. That's probably it. I thought he was going to find a way to make a play. I thought he was going to find a play, and that's Amari Thompson with a big catch. That was just, wow. That was just a one-on-one. He just gave his athlete a chance, and he just made a play over our corner. I told y'all, our defense was the weakest link. Our defense is the weakest link, and it shows right there. That is going to be the end of this game. Oregon State drops their first game of the season on the road here. Their true freshman quarterback, Ty Hawkins, he is a great quarterback. He is a great quarterback. When I saw from that game during that slow stem, that big catch he made down the middle for a true freshman for his first college game to come at home and beat us, that's a big win for him. Big win for Houston. And we take our first loss of the game, our first loss of the season. We have some terrible news. I told y'all towards the end of the game why I didn't see Raleek Brown. And he is out for the rest of the season. Not just for the rest of the season, but he is out for the rest of his college career. Maybe we could try to redshirt him. Maybe. Let's see. Maybe we can try to do that, see what happens. But as of right now, it isn't really nothing we can do. It's really nothing we can do right now. He is out for the rest of this season. He hasn't been redshirted yet his whole college career. So we're about to see right now if we can redshirt him, and we can't. He's already been redshirted. Yeah. So we will not have the highly anticipated. This is someone we really wanted out of the transfer portal last season. He is gone for the rest of this season. To advancing to week 3, we drop our second game of the season, 52-24 in a blowout versus Texas Tech. Cameron Dyer, another 2 picks, not the best completion percentage. Corey Smith, the new starting running back, didn't do well on the ground. When it came to receiving, no, Darius Johnson, the transfer, had a great game. Him and Zachary Card. We just couldn't stop their offense. Their 75 overall receiver went for 100 yards. Their running back had 5 touchdowns. Quentin Joyner had 5 touchdowns. I think he's the transfer from USC. Stephen Burns, their QB, threw for 259 yards. We just could not stop this team's rushing attack. But we're 0-2 right now. 0-2, and we're in week 3. We will be hopping into this game versus San Diego State, our first Pac-12 game of the season. And looking at the Pac-12, it is looking bad. Not a single team, not a single school is above 500. Everybody's either at 500 or 0-2 and 0-3. So the Pac-12 is still wide open right now. I'm really happy about that. But to look at the stats, after these first 2 games, Cameron Dyer has more picks than touchdowns. Smith, we haven't been able to get anything going in the running game with him with 3.2 yards a carry. Darius Johnson and Zachary Card are looking like our go-to receivers. And our defense is looking just average, what I expected out of our defense this season. But let's see if we can take down San Diego State. We should be able to win this game, maybe get a first Pac-12 win this season. Looking at recruiting, though, we got some guys that are ready to come on visit, though, especially this 4-star edge, 3-star D tackle. So in these next coming weeks, y'all definitely gonna see us start bringing some guys on visit. The start of this second half, it is 20-17. San Diego State scored 2 touchdowns before the end of the first half. We were able to get another touchdown on the board before the end of that half too as well. Going into the second half, we just got to keep playing the football that we've been playing. Keep playing the same football that we've been playing. I mean, y'all see, Cameron Dyer, we tried to get him to the outside. He has been running the football a lot today. We have been running him a lot today. He's already at 14 carries. I think we need to stay more in the pocket and make the throws that we know we can make, and that's an easy first down right there. We're going to this zone option right here. I think we're going to keep it with Cameron Dyer, and that's another easy first down. Here we go. 1st and 10 right here. I think maybe I can get that open. That's a beautiful ball. That was a beautiful ball by the freshman. That was a beautiful ball by the freshman right there. We're going to this read option. I think we're going to keep it, especially if I can get something to the outside, and I don't. We got 3rd and 1 right now. We're going to keep it in Cameron Dyer's hands right there, and that might be his 3rd rushing touchdown of this game. This young man is looking like a running back today. 17 carries. He's doing it all for this Beavers offense. We now go up in this game 27-17 with 2 minutes left in this 3rd quarter. We got 3rd and 7 right here. 3rd and 7 right here. They drop out the pass. I think it's something underneath, and it is, and that's a big catch by their receiver. Big catch right there for the first down. He was able to hit that curl route underneath. We're going to stay in cover 2. We're going to go cover 2 man right here. Just play everything down the middle. Play that drag. There we go. You see it. There we go. Come on, somebody get there. Thank you. Big stop here. We're honestly going to stay in this. We're going to stay in this cover 3 match on 3rd down right here. I really like it, especially for this down right here. They try to go underneath. Just make the tackle. There we go. Big tackle right there. Forcing San Diego State to punt us back the ball with a minute left in this 3rd quarter. That is a big stop by our defense right there. Now 1st and 10. I think we're going to go underneath on this drag route to Durant. Fastest receiver on our team with 94 speed. And he's able to get out of there and get a first down. We're running 3-4 wide receivers on the field at all times. And look at y'all see Johnson getting shifty right there for the first down. Here we go. They do got press coverage on Durant on the outside. If he has something, I might try to go to him. There we go. Big play. There we go, Durant. I told y'all last season I believe in this young man. Malachi Durant, man. I told y'all last season I believe in this young man and his talent. Big touchdown right there. Oregon State football, baby. We might be 0-2, but when y'all come watch Oregon State play, it is going to be a showcase. If y'all want to see an air raid, throw the ball around, come watch the Beavers play. And we're in the 4th quarter of this game, and it looks like we are going to win it. This was a huge statement win today by Oregon State. Huge win on the road for our first conference game of the season. To win 34-17 is huge. Big win, man. Cameron Dyer played insane today. And looking at the stats for this game, Cameron Dyer played his best game of the season. 86% completion percentage, 253 yards and a touchdown. Rushing, he went insane. Him and Corey Smith, 100 yards and 3 touchdowns. Corey Smith, 6.9 yards a carry. Riley Williams, our tight end, reliable. 6'5", 275-pound tight end. But he is reliable. Josh Harper, the true 4-star freshman, played great too as well. Corey Smith played great out the backfield. Durant had that big touchdown on that fade route. Our defense, it didn't play well, but it was just mainly our offense. And today we got our first conference win of the season. Week 7 of the season, we're sitting at 2-3. 2-3 right now. Our last couple games, we ended up beating this FCS school. That was expected, but I did not expect us to get blown out 41-17 by USF. Big game by them. Their quarterback had a great game, and also their receiver went for 200 yards and 3 touchdowns. Cameron Dyer, not the best game, 2 interceptions and no touchdowns. But this week, in week 7, this is the biggest game of the season. We are playing Oregon. We are playing our rivals, and it is going to be a huge matchup. Looking at the conference standings so far, we're still sitting at second. You see Boise State up there taking over the Pac-12 right now. But the reason why this week is big for us, because we have a lot of recruits on visit. By the way, our top 4-star offensive lineman, Cal, came out of nowhere and snatched him up. So he's gone. But we do have this other defensive lineman coming on visit today. And then we also have this outside linebacker going to be in the building. Hopefully we can go up in the rankings after this visit. We also had this linebacker commit to A&M. And then I think we have this 4-star corner on visit. No, I think that's it. I think that's it for everybody that's on visit today. Maybe this tight end. Yes, here we go. This tight end will be in the building too as well. 6'6", 230. So definitely all 4-star recruits in the building today. So this is going to be a very, very huge game. But to look at the stats so far this season, you see Cameron Dyer sitting at 6 picks and 5 touchdowns. He throws most of his touchdowns in sim. The game we hopped into, he hasn't thrown a pick yet. So hopefully that stays true. He does have 4 rushing touchdowns though. And Darius Johnson is leading us in receiving in the slot. Like I said, we signed him in the portal. He has been great. So hopefully we can pull off this win today. But looking at Oregon's roster, I already know it's going to be tough. 95 pluses all over their team. They got Devin Dampier transfer. He was at, I think, Utah. He is a pure runner archetype. We got to make sure we keep some quarterback spies on him. They got a decent running back in Jay Harris. Not the fastest, though. They do have this guy right here, Decorian Moore, true freshman right now in college football. He is playing great. They also got a 6'6", 96 speed. That is insane. They have some speed at receiver at short, for sure. Looking at their tight end, mainly a blocking tight end. Their offensive line is good. This is going to be a huge game. This is going to be a game. It's going to be hard for us to win. At least we're playing it at home, though, so we don't got to deal with stadium posts. But again, though, if y'all haven't yet, subscribe to the channel. Turn on those post notifications, and do not forget to leave a like on the video. This is the first time out of any rebuild that I've done the entire 5-year rebuild in one video. So y'all drop down in the comments how y'all like that. But we're not gonna waste any more time. Let's go ahead and get into this Oregon matchup versus the Ducks at home. So we're in the 4th quarter of this game. It is 27-24 right now. We are holding our own right now versus the Oregon Ducks. It is a close game right now as we just get that first down. We're in 5 wide right now. They do got press coverage on the true freshman Harper on the outside. I don't think there's anything open though. We just got to throw it away, and that's kind of just been our game. The one thing that has been killing us today is this Oregon D-line. This Oregon D-line compared to our offensive line is insane. Here we go though. We got 2nd and 10 right now. Probably got to go underneath to the drag. There we go. Durant. Come on. Easy first down right there. Right there by Durant. We're going to try to keep it with Dyer right here. And that's a walk-in touchdown for the freshman. Come on, man. Walk-in TD by the freshman. Y'all see the stadium flashing. That's one thing I do love about this Oregon State team, man. I love their stadium, especially the effects when you score touchdowns. Oh, man, that's a big touchdown for Oregon State. Right here. If we can get a stop right here, it'll be huge. I think they might go over the middle. Come on. There we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. 3rd and 4 right here. Can we get a stop? Can we get a stop right here on 3rd? And there we go. That's my boy Demby. I mean, Elijah Newby on the big play. I'm telling y'all, man, having him as a defensive lineman with that 91 speed, that is why we got him right there. And he makes a huge play. Huge play on 3rd down right there. Right now, we just got to keep getting first downs. I think we're going to hand it off to Smith right here. Just hand it off to him on the inside zone. He finds a way for another first down. Hang on to that ball, son. First down, Oregon State. This has been a great game by everybody. Everybody involved. And if we're able to pull off this win today at home, it is going to be huge for this program. 2nd and 8 right here. We go underneath to our big tight end. That's a beautiful catch. Beautiful catch. I'm telling y'all, man, him having that big frame, being able to box linebackers and safeties out, that's a big catch for the first down. We hand it off back to Smith again, and that's another first down. Oregon is starting to use their timeouts. All we got to do is try to keep running this clock. Just keep running the clock. Get down. There you go. Now, that is a smart play. That is a beautiful, smart play by our quarterback. We are trying to run as much timeout as we possibly can. And right here. And we punch it in right here on 3rd and goal. And that is a touchdown. Oregon State. 20 carries for 119 yards for the red shirt transfer freshman, Corey Smith today. He has played an amazing game. 13-play drive. Over 5 minutes of the clock gone. That was a beautiful drive by us. All we got to do right now is just play defense, and we can come out of here with the biggest win of the season. Out of his mind. One more drive. One more defensive drive right here underneath, and that's going to be the game. Oregon State is going to walk out of here victorious today. Huge win by everyone involved today. 8, the rivalry. That is a huge W. Huge W for Oregon State. Y'all see Cameron Dyer, player of this game. Looking at the stats, man, like I said, Cameron Dyer, player of the game, 66% completion percentage. Not that many passing yards, only 188 and a touchdown. But he does so much for us rushing the football. Him getting that big rushing touchdown, he's always going to get about 10 carries a game. But Corey Smith, 122 yards and 2 touchdowns. We really did our thing on the ground today. Zachary Card had a big touchdown. Darius Johnson played well. Our defense balled out. Our nickel corner senior Noble Thompson's been playing great all year. We had a big sack by Chris Carter. We just took down number 22nd ranked Oregon, and that was a huge win for the Beavers. To that big win versus Oregon, we have our first commitment of season 2, the 4-star pass rusher from Hawaii. I'm not even going to try to pronounce his name, but I know his last name's Hugh. So my boy Hugh from Hawaii committed. Huge commitment for the program. Also added a 6'6" tight end from New Orleans, Marco Lamb. That is going to be a huge W next season. Because like I said, man, I throw the ball to tight ends a lot in this offense. They are used a lot. So bringing in somebody like that can change the program for the future. Recruiting, after signing those 2 big 4 stars, we're still sitting at first on this receivers board, 6'5". He's coming in on visit week 12. So the next game that we hop into, which will be week 12 versus Boise, we have some big time recruits on visit. Jamerson Minor, the 4-star 6'5" receiver. Then we also have the 6'2" 4-star from Plainfield, Indiana. He will be in the building. And also, if we can make it for this guy all the way to week 12 before he commits to Oklahoma State or Tulane, he will be in the building too as well. We're still first on this guy's board. He was in the building last week versus Oregon. He didn't commit though. Hopefully he commits in these coming weeks. We'll see what happened. We did add another 4-star defensive lineman to the board too as well. We also added some 3-stars to fill out this board. Y'all are gonna see us throughout the rest of this season start filling out our board as we sign more recruits. And then we also are first on this running backs board. So right now, recruiting is going well. Looking at our class so far in the middle of the season in the Pac-12, we're sitting at 4th. I'm pretty sure that's going to go up, though. We're the only team in the Pac-12 right now to sign a 4-star, so that's huge. So right now, this season is going well. Like I told y'all, though, with the schedule, the next game we're going to hop into is week 12 versus Boise. So we're not going to be playing the games versus Utah State, Texas State, or Fresno or Colorado State at all. So we're gonna see how those games go. We are gonna slow sim though the game versus Colorado State though. After advancing a week, we have signed another 4-star recruit, will linebacker Oscar Marcos from Spring, Texas. That is a huge signing. Because our defense, honestly, especially in that back end, the linebackers to the DBs, we're terrible. We're not the best. So huge signing for the program. We're now in week 11. Week 11 of the season. We got a lot to talk about right now. We are sitting at 4-5, third in the Pac-12, and these last 3 weeks have not been good. And specifically, they have been bad for Cameron Dyer. To give you our example, we beat Utah State 48-29. Cameron Dyer, great game, 2 touchdowns, did have a pick, but great in the air. Had a rushing touchdown. Corey Smith went crazy. Our senior tight end, Ryan Williams, went crazy. But after that, I don't know what happened to him because we got blown out the stadium by Texas State. Cameron Dyer, you see, 3 picks. 3 picks right there. Then he follows up that game with another 3 picks versus Fresno State. We don't need that right now, especially now that we're in Pac-12 play. So we are giving Cameron Dyer one more chance this week versus Colorado State because that game versus Boise is going to be a huge game because Boise is at the top of the conference right now. So we are going to slow sim this game versus Colorado State, but Cameron Dyer, he has one more chance. One more chance to prove that he can stop throwing picks because right now he has more picks than touchdowns. We will go to Jabari Johnson if we got to. We will go to the junior if we have to. Like I said, man, this is a must-win game today versus Colorado State. I will go to Jabari. He has better short accuracy. So we'll see. We will see how this game goes. But right now, Cameron Dyer, he is amazing with his legs. But in the air, he has not been that great this season with the picks. So we'll see how that goes right now. We don't have any recruits on visit, but this is a must-win versus the Rams. And we're at the start of the 4th quarter of this game, and this is Oregon State football right here. We have held Oregon State scoreless right now as we get into the end zone again for another touchdown. This is how we need to play. This is how Cameron Dyer shows up when he is on the hot seat right now for his starting job. He wants to keep it because he is playing a great game today as he hands it off to Corey Smith for the touchdown. And it looks like we are going to take this W. Colorado State, they made a little surge, scored 21, but they're down by 10 right now. Only 40-some seconds left as Cameron Dyer gets sacked on the play. And Colorado State uses their timeout. We're just going to take a knee right now, though, and end this game and get out of here with a big Pac-12 win on the road. But the one thing we want to look at after this game is Cameron Dyer's stats. To see how great he played. How many picks did he throw? He was player of the game though. 67% completion percentage, 269 yards, 2 touchdowns by the freshman. A huge bounce back game from throwing 6 picks in his last 2 games. Huge win. Looking at the stats, Cameron Dyer threw no picks. Great game by the freshman. Looks like he's going to keep his job. Corey Smith, another great game by him. He has been a shining light in this offense, especially after Raleek Brown got hurt for the whole season. He had 100 yards. Zachary Card, 5'9", 160 pounds receiver, had a great game. Darius Johnson had a great game. Corey Smith played great out the backfield. Riley Williams played great. Our defense showed up with Tyler Willie with another pick. Multiple guys with sacks. Just a great conference win by Oregon State. We're now in week 12. This is the biggest conference game of the season. Biggest conference game of the season versus the number one team in the Pac-12 right now, Boise State, as they're sitting at 7-3. We're sitting at 5-5, third in the Pac-12. This is a must win. This is a must win game right now because, you know, Fresno State is sitting at second. And as we lost to Fresno State just a couple weeks ago, we have to win this game. We have to win this game this week versus Boise. When it comes to recruiting, we do have multiple guys on visit. This 4-star right here, Devontae Muhammad, did commit to Tulane, but we are in a recruiting battle right now with Iowa for this 4-star 6'2" corner. He is going to be in the building. Then we also have this 4-star receiver, 6'5", Jamerson Minor. He is going to be in the building too as well. We have a lot of other players that are ready to come on visit, but the guys that we're focusing on right now is those guys that will be in the building on visit. Like I said last week versus Colorado State, Cameron Dyer had a bounce back game. We will be hopping into this game versus Boise State. We will be hopping into this game, so he should play better, and he now has 7 points. So we could upgrade his Shifty. We could upgrade his Shifty, get it up to gold, but we're not going to do that. We're going to increase his accuracy. We need him to become more accurate right now. So we increased his accuracy up 1 point. We need him to have a big game through the air and on the ground. Like I said, man, this is a big game versus Boise State. Looking at Boise State's roster, their top player is their center from Honolulu, Hawaii. At quarterback for them is Maddox Madison. Pretty good quarterback. Really accurate too as well. They got a decent running back, not Genty from last year, but got Chris Marshall, 6'3" receiver on the outside. Not very good at tight end. Their O-line outside of their center is okay. Their defense looks a little iffy. It looks a little average. We should be able to win this game today. I really feel like we can win this game today at home. Like I said, this is a must win. But again, though, if y'all haven't yet, subscribe to the channel, turn on those post notifications, and do not forget to leave a like on the video. And one more thing when it comes to stats for this season, there is 3 guys I want to shout out. First is the sophomore Corey Smith. This young man's been balling out all season ever since Raleek Brown got hurt. He's at 712 yards, 4 yards per carry with 11 touchdowns. You see Cameron Dyer right there with 6. And when it comes to receiving, Darius Johnson and Zachary Card, the junior and the redshirt freshman, have been taking over that receiving core. They're playing well too as well. Our defensive guys are balling out with our safety with 2 picks. We're having a great year so far. Like I told y'all, this is a must win. If we win this game, we could possibly move up to second in the Pac-12 and have a chance to play for the conference championship. And if we win this game, we will be bowl eligible. So this is a huge game with multiple 4-star recruits on visit today. Let's see if we can take down the Broncos at home. We're in the second half of this game versus Boise, and we are down right now. 17-7 as Cameron Dyer misses that wide open receiver Darius Johnson down the middle. Like I said, man, we're losing in this game right now. We need to score this drive. We have 4 minutes left in this third quarter. Go underneath to Smith. He makes the catch, but it's going to be short. I know this probably isn't a smart decision, but we are going for it right now on 4th down. Come on, Smith, go. Easy first down for Smith. Come on. There we go. Easy first down right there. On fourth down, like I said, we need to score this drive. It is a must that we score. Boise State, I see why they're the top team in the new Pac-12. This team has great defense. They play hard. They run the football. They've been playing great today. Here we go. Here we go. We might go to this corner route right here. There we go. Hold on to that. And he can't make the throw. Here we go. 3rd and 6. Another 3rd down. I'm pretty sure we're going to throw this RPO right here no matter what. Actually, we can't. But we hand it off to Smith, and that's an easy 1st down for the sophomore. Ever since Raleigh Brown got hurt, he has been playing so well for us this season. I think Darius Johnson can get open on his post route. That was a terrible throw. That was so bad. That was so bad. Oh, my God. That was such a bad throw. I really don't know why I threw that there. I don't know why I said that the post route was going to be open. I didn't think the linebacker would play it like that. That's Cameron Dyer's 2nd pick of this game. We go 3rd and 5 right now. We need to get a stop. They hand it off. Big tackle right there. Huge tackle right there. That is what we needed. That is what we needed right there, man. A quick 3 and out. We get the ball back with about 2 minutes left in this 3rd quarter. For right here, we're going back to that quarterback run with Cameron Dyer. I think he can get it. An easy 1st down right there. That's how you fight for it, Cameron. Come on, man. That's how you fight for it right there. I think we're going to try to put Harper on a backside dig. Put both on fades. I think I'm going to go to that dig route depending on what that linebacker does. There we go. Come on, Smith. Get out of there, Smith. Get out of there, Smith. Come on, easy. Lineman got through. I think we can go to Johnson on this seam route on 3rd and 11. Come on, hang on to that Johnson. There we go. I told y'all they sent that nickel corner again right there. And we just, looked at the numbers and saw him wide open for the 1st down. In the red zone right here, though. There we go. Go. Now, this is where you're elite. This is where you become elite. This is where you become elite, Cameron. This is where you're elite at, Cameron. Come on, man. I told y'all before, when the end bites inside, especially versus a mobile quarterback, it's over. Because I know exactly what I need to do. You're not going to beat me to the sideline. Cameron Dyer did just that. Got to the end zone. Tried jumping over the defender. Number 9 with the touchdown. Here we go. Here we go. 3rd and 1 right here. Can we get a stop? They go to the quarterback sneak, and they honestly don't get it. They tried to be sneaky right there and go for the quarterback sneak, and they didn't get it. Big stop right there. We have 5 minutes left in this 4th quarter. 5 minutes left in this 4th quarter to win this big Pac-12 conference game. 3rd and 10 right now. We need this. They sent another blitz off that backside. Come on. And 3rd and 4th and 3. 4th and 3, and I'm not going to lie to y'all. I think y'all know what I'm going to right here. If it's 5 wide, I'm depending on Cameron Dyer right here. They kind of got the box stat. We're going to see if we get it, though. Come on, Cameron. Get in there. 1st down. Come on, Cameron. There we go, man. They are sending a blitz. This is what I'm saying with the computer. They notice your tendencies. They start to notice your tendencies. They know right here we could go to this. We're just going to take it with Cameron. We're going to take it with Cameron. Get to the outside. Stay in bounds, though. Try to stay in bounds. I think Cameron Dyer just got hurt, though. I think Cameron Dyer just got hurt. Yes, y'all see. Johnson is in the game. Hopefully Cameron Dyer can come back in. Hopefully Cameron Dyer will be back in this game. We go underneath to Darius Johnson, and that's to the end zone with the backup. With the backup in. Even though all he threw was just a simple bubble screen. Big touchdown right there by Oregon State. That was a huge touchdown right there with 2 minutes left in this game. We are now up 21-17. Here we go. 2nd and 10 right now. Get a sack. Oh, that should have been a sack. Oh, that should have been a sack right there. Come on. Here we go. 3rd and 10 right now. 3rd and 10. That's a big sack. Come on. Somebody recover it. Somebody pick it up. And he picked it up. Go. Go, Carter. Go. That's our D tackle. Go. Touchdown. Oregon State. That was a huge touchdown right there. Forcing the fumble and making a big play. I just said how we need help on our D-line going into next season, and then our D-line makes a play. Come on, man. And Boise was able to score a touchdown. They're trying to get the onside kick, but that's going to be the end of this game. They just fell short. I'm telling y'all, it was that big sack we got where Carter picked it up and returned it to the end zone. We get the big win versus the top dogs in the Pac-12. We possibly could be meeting them again in the Pac-12 Conference Championship, where we have a chance to secure one of 2 conference championships that we need to complete throughout this 5-year rebuild. But huge game by everyone involved. Looking at stats of this game, Cameron Dyer, not the best completion percentage. He doesn't have an overall great completion percentage this season. He had 2 picks and a touchdown. That's what he's been struggling with. He has more touchdowns than picks this season. Jabari Johnson came in. 1 pass, 23-yard touchdown to that. You know, he's someone you can depend on. I really like him. I like Cameron Dyer a lot. I feel like he has a lot of potential, but again, he's only a freshman. You know, this is the growing pains that you got to go through sometimes. We're having a young quarterback, especially their first time starting. Just look at Archie Manning, for example. Oh man, for my Texas fans, that's probably too early. But anyway, he led us on the ground with a rushing touchdown. Receiving, Darius Johnson had a great game. Riley Williams, he is probably one of the slowest tight ends in the country, but he can catch that football. Great game by him. And like I said, man, Carter was able to return it to the end zone for a touchdown. Our senior Chase Carter. Overall, man, a great game by Oregon State, and we get a huge conference win over the Broncos. To that big win versus Boise State. I told y'all that we have recruits on visit, and one of them committed. J.J. Tompkins from Plainfield, Illinois, the 4-star corner. We were in a recruiting battle. For him. We were able to finish it off with that visit. Huge accomplishment, because we need some help at corner going into next year. We got a lot of seniors, a lot of juniors that want to transfer out. So big signing for the program. Into our last game of the season, we will be playing Washington State. When it comes to the conference standings, though, we need to win this game. But I'm not going to lie to y'all. We need to win, because Fresno is at the top right now. Boise's moved down to second. We're at third. So right now, we're not playing in a conference championship. We have to beat Washington State, and we need Fresno, or we need at least Fresno to lose. If Fresno loses, we move up to that spot. If Boise loses, we move up to that spot. Play San Diego State, a rivalry game. I'm expecting San Diego State to come out with a win. Fresno, they're a good team, though. You got Boise playing Colorado, so we need one of these teams to lose. I really don't feel like Boise's going to lose versus Colorado. So the only chance we have is San Diego State losing versus Fresno, for us to have a chance to make it to the Pac-12 Conference Championship. But look at our bowl projections for right now, because winning those 6 games, we are now bowl eligible. They probably don't got us playing in a bowl right now, but when a bowl season come up, you'll see us in there. But like I said, man, this is a must win right now versus Washington State. In the 4th quarter of this game versus Washington State, they are up by a touchdown. We're in slow sim right now. Like I said, we couldn't hop into this game. We go to our power back, and that's a touchdown. We tied up this game. Here we go, man. Like I said, this is a big game today. We have to win this game if we want a chance to play in that Pac-12 Conference Championship. Our defense was able to get a stop. We got the ball back at the 23-yard line. The 23-yard line, 2 minutes left in this game before the 2-minute warning. All we need to do is get a couple first downs. If we can get a couple first downs, we win right here. I think one person that's been playing well all game is Riley Williams, our tight end. He's been who we've been going to right now. And he tries to run. Beautiful. Oh my God, that was a beautiful ball by Cameron Dyer. That was by the true freshman Harper. Wow, that was a beautiful ball. Cameron Dyer. Cameron, I know I talk a lot of flack about Cameron, but he comes up big in big games, man. Pass that their quarterback has thrown has been in the middle of the field. Nothing to the sidelines, nothing on the outside of the hash marks. Everything is down the middle. Down the middle again. There we go. Big breakup, though. We had 2 receivers on them right there, though. 2nd and 10 right here. 40 seconds left in this game. Can we get a stop? A touchdown takes us to overtime, chat. Touchdown takes overtime. They go down the middle once again. I don't know how our defensive coordinator is not recognizing that they're going in at the middle of the field. Y'all see, we got no linebackers or nobody in the middle of the field right now. Come on, somebody get home. We had 2 people over there. Oh my God. See, goal, quick jump, lit up. Get home. Get home. Demby, get home. Demby, what is this? Oh, that was a pig. That was a pig. Oh my God. 4th and 10. Last play of this game. Let's go home. Let's get out of Washington right now. Please, let's get out of Washington. Down the middle, but that's a flag. It's probably coming back. No, it's on us. It's on us. It's on us, chap. It is on us. Pass interference on the defense. They're going to decline it. This game is looking like it's going to go to overtime. And we're now in overtime right now. Washington State starts off with the ball first. We need to stop. Come on, come on. Big tackle right there. 2nd and goal right here. Can we knuck up right here in the red zone? Can we knuck up right here? Our defense is not known for a great defense at all. But can we lock in right here in the red zone? They go down the middle. This is what they've been doing the whole 4th quarter. That last drive of the 4th quarter, every pass was down the middle of the field. And that's exactly what they just did again. 3rd and goal. If we can get a stop right here, I believe in us getting a touchdown. Come on, lock in right here. Down the middle again. Oh my God. Touchdown, Washington State, man. We got an answer. In it with a lot right now, so I'm not sure if he's hurt. Hopefully he's not hurt, because that means that's another running back down. But 3rd and 5 right here, we got to get a first down. Take it. Run it, Cameron. There you go. Run it. Thank you, Cameron. That's exactly what I said. I was like, just take it. They're giving you the lane. Take it. 1st and goal right here. Just play smart, Cameron. Play smart, Cam. Play smart, Cam. Right down the middle. Touchdown that they face. Come on, man. Come on. That boy Johnson, a dog, boy. He the best receiver on this team. Best receiver on this team. Signed him out the portal. Nobody was playing. Nobody wanted him. We picked him up and made him a dog. Big touchdown by Darius Johnson right there, man. Big play. And that's his 4th touchdown this game by Cameron Dyer. It's not looking good right now. It is not. If we don't get a first down, we probably got to kick the field goal. We go, wow. Can he get all 17? He doesn't. He only gets about 11. We're going to try to kick a field goal. We need this field goal right here, chap. I don't really like that we're taking a field goal right here. More like a touchdown, but it's what we got to do right now. But can our kicker hit it? He's a pretty good kicker, has a big leg. This is only from 40 yards out. Let's see if he hits it, and it is in. There you go. Come on. Every pass is down the middle of the field. Make the quarterback throw it to the sidelines. And that's game over. We lost. Wow. As I said, throw it to the sideline. That's exactly what they did. I'm telling you, it was our D-line, man. Our D-line didn't lock in. We lost versus Washington State. That means now we have no chance of playing in the Pac-12 Conference Championship. Like I said, man, I knew this new Pac-12 wasn't going to be no joke. Like I said, man, even going into next season, like in IRL, man, I'm really excited for what the Pac-12 is going to be. And only there's, more teams are going to join. More teams are definitely going to join, but it looks like for our first season in new Pac-12, we're not going to make the conference championship. And the stats for this game, Cameron Dyer, though, great game. Probably his best game of the season when it comes to throwing the football. 4 touchdowns, 288 yards. Cameron Dyer in the rushing game, too, as well. He led us in rushing touchdowns. Corey Smith did get hurt. We need to check and see an update on his injury, because our next game that we will be playing is our bowl game. So we're going to need him for that. Definitely going to need him for that. Riley Williams played big for his last regular season game of his college career. He came up big. Darius Johnson came up big. Zachary Card came up big. Harper had 2 touchdowns. This is a very young receiving core, and I'm really excited for what they did this season. We only had 1 sack today. That's what killed us. And it wasn't even by our D lineman. It was by a blitzing linebacker. That's what kills us the most. We need to work on getting pass rush. That's what we need to work on, man. And in the transfer portal, that is all we're focused on, is trying to sign a elite pass rush. And just to give y'all an update on Corey Smith's injury, he is out with a torn labrum for 4 weeks. I don't know if that means he's out for our bowl game. I would say maybe he is, depending on when the bowl game is. I think it's like either 4 or 5 weeks away. So we'll see how that goes, but hopefully we can see him in that game. When it came to the conference championship, Boise takes it in a dominating fashion. I told y'all the Broncos are going to be one of the best teams in the Pac 12 throughout this rebuild. They already signed a 5-star running back who's going to be the future of their program. But huge, huge conference championship win by the Broncos. When it came to the Heisman, Eli Houston takes it. I think he's the quarterback at Pitt. Not sure, chat, but I'm pretty sure he's a quarterback at Pitt. He threw for over 4,600 yards, 44 touchdowns, 71% completion percentage. Huge. That is a well-deserved Heisman for the QB. We are gonna be playing Alabama in the Las Vegas Bowl. Oh my God. Just why? Why do they gotta give us one of the best teams on this game this season? Alabama. I know they're gonna be a 90 plus overall. Oh my God. We struggled versus Boise. We lost to Washington State. Y'all think we gonna beat Bama? Oh my God. Vegas Bowl. Huge accomplishment by the Beavers. In the early National Signing Day, this receiver, by the way, the person who's been first on our board all year long, Kentucky came out of nowhere and just signed him. The only reason why we wasn't able to secure him after that game versus Boise, I don't know why he didn't commit, but he didn't. He didn't. We didn't really have a lot of team grades that were high for him. The only one that we had that was really, really high was playing time, but that wasn't big for him. But that is a huge hit because we really, really want him. He got impact day of 6'5". We need a big target right now at receiver. So huge miss there. And then we moved down to second on some of these other receivers boards. So I don't know. I don't even know if we're gonna sign them. So, not looking good at receiver, but we'll see when the transfer portal period starts. Like I said, we signed that tight end. He has elite development, ladies and gentlemen. Marco Lamb is gonna be, y'all are gonna see him in year 3, year 4, in year 5. I say by year 4, he is gonna be one of the best tight ends in the country, man. So glad that we signed him. Still working on some of these offensive linemen. Like I said, we signed this 4-star. He does have normal dev though. We signed this 4-star impact dev. Like I said, a lot of guys we're gonna be recruiting in the transfer portal period. Like I said, star, dev, corner, already got quick jump. So glad that we signed him. And it's not the best, but we still got a lot more guys that we have left to sign in the transfer portal. We need to look at this Alabama roster before we get into this game. We need to look at the Alabama roster, and then we're going to see if we got any players on our team that were all conference guys. I know we don't got no all Americans. So, but nah, I already know this Alabama team is going to be stacked all the way. Like, and them at quarterback, they got 2 90 overall quarterbacks, Chet. 2 90 overall quarterbacks. It looks like they played. I don't know why Russell didn't transfer. Hopefully, Russell hits the transfer portal. I don't think we'll sign him because we believe too much in Cameron Dyer. But that young man needs to hit the transfer portal. Him and how did they sign both of these guys? That don't even make no sense. But this guy right here had a great season. 42 touchdowns, only 2 picks. Their running back, Daniel Hill, Rashard Young, like AK Deer, Dog, Ryan Williams. Hopefully he leads to the NFL. They got Isaiah Horton. Like, this team stacked. They got everybody. This is gonna be a game to where I don't know if we're gonna win it, Jack. I'm just being honest with y'all. Don't know. It's gonna have to take a miracle. It is gonna have to take a miracle to pull out a win in this bowl game. it's gonna have to take a miracle in Las Vegas, Nevada. But let's go ahead and look at some all conference guys. Like I said, I already know we don't got any first team or second team All-Americans. Maybe some freshman All-Americans. Maybe. I'm not sure though. No freshman All-Americans either. But let's check out that new Pac-12 and see if we got any all conference guys. Cameron Dyer, freshman, Pac-12 all freshman team. Huge accomplishment for him. Him and Darius Johnson. Shout out Darius Johnson, man. Close to 900 yards. I'm pretty sure he's going to end this season off with 900 yards receiving. 8 touchdowns, 55 catches, over 300 yards a yak. He's been a dog for us. 3 of our offensive linemen. That just shows how young this team is. 3 of our offensive linemen start. That just shows how young our team is. Also, our will linebacker, Simmons, he was up there. as well. And Tyler Willie was up there with a pick and 3 pass deflections and 33 tackles. So look at the first team. We do got our right guard up there, the junior. Hopefully he comes back. Pretty sure he will, though. Huge accomplishment for him making first team Big 12. Also, we had our boy Shamar, the sophomore. I'm so happy that he's coming back next year. He had that house call, got that wrap up, 53 tackles. He was the leader on defense this year. When it came to second team, Corey Smith was up there. Darius Johnson up there for second team as well as freshman. Our left guard was up there. Our defensive end was up there. Chase Carter was up there. 2 D tackles up there. A lot of defensive guys up there in that race. But a huge accomplishment for the Beavers. But let's see if we can take down 15th ranked Alabama in the Las Vegas Bowl. And we're in the 4th quarter of this game. And I know y'all see the score. 37-0. 37-0. Cameron Dyer has 86 passing yards. Yeah, we're looking terrible. I told y'all this was going to be a miracle to pull off this game. I told y'all that. But honestly, I did not think it would be this bad. I thought we would at least put up a fight. Like why did the NCAA have to give us Alabama? Like, I don't understand it. Don't make any sense. Like, they did this just to be mean. I swear, there ain't no way they did this with good intention. And look at this. Oh my God. It's not looking good right now. It's not. I'm pretty sure we're not gonna win this game, but I just want to see if we can at least score a touchdown on this drive as we go to Williams. Oh, reliable. Y'all see, Alabama has 20 first downs today to our 6. That is how bad this game has been today. That is just a ridiculous stat to think about. We go underneath the Zachary Card. He gets into the end zone. At least we get something on the board. Why couldn't we do that all game? I don't know if Alabama has their backups in or what. They probably got their backups in. That's probably why we did that. I'm just being honest with y'all. There we go. Zachary again, 2-point conversion, good. On us, like, oh, that was humbling. That was a humbling game. That was so humbling. Like, I don't even know what to think about that game, chat. I really don't know what to think about it. We came here today and just didn't show up to play football. Looking at the stats of this game, man, it was horrendous. Cameron Dyer, only 40% completion percentage. Had that 1 touchdown for 114 yards. We didn't do much on the ground, but we were efficient. Close to 6 yards per carry. We just couldn't run the football because we were down all game. Darius Johnson played well. Williams only had 1 catch for his last college football game. We just know going into next season what we need to do, and that's working on this defense. Only 2 sacks today. We had to, y'all see all these, one of the people that's leading us in tackles was our corner. We need more from our D-line. Our D-line isn't even up here. We need more from our D-line going into next season. That was a very humbling game. But to go to season 2 and at least make it to a bowl game, I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it. I feel like we got a lot of stuff that we need to work on. Our defense, we need Cameron Dyer to work on his accuracy. We need him to work on that in the offseason. And, you know, this transfer portal period, the main thing that we're going to be focusing on is signing a top pass rusher in the portal. And when it came to the national championship, Georgia takes it over Clemson 24-18. Huge accomplishment from them. We didn't have no one from the Pac-12 made to the college football playoff. Nobody representing, but huge accomplishment for the Bulldogs. We're now in the offseason, and the first step y'all already know is the players that are leaving. The 3 big guys I would say on this board is one of our running backs, 82 overall. We wanted him to come back because we're losing Malik Brown next year. Is extremely low. Then our corner, who had a beautiful season for us with 2 picks and 44 tackles, 8 pass deflections, he wants to leave. Then Jabari Johnson wants to leave as well, which is understandable because he has not played. He didn't play in season 1, and he didn't play in this season. And then Quentin Brewer wants to leave as well. We're not getting him back. It's just because of playing time. I guess he wanted to come in and start immediately. It's just something we couldn't do. He just wasn't ready. So he wants to go. We just signed him just last season. He was a 4-star recruit, so that's a huge hit. Darius Johnson wants to leave. I don't know why. I really don't know why he wants to leave. He was the best receiver on our team last year. He was so great. This is the one guy we're going to try to get back. Let's see if we can persuade him. He is not coming back. Our top receiver last year is leaving last year for us. So we're going to try to save him. Let's see what happens. He's gone. We lost so many pivotal players, so many young guys, including our starting tight end, one of our starting corners. We lost Raleek Brown, obviously. We lost our best linebacker on the team. Well, I really don't know what Oregon State football is going to look like next year, but we got some work to do in that transfer portal. We're now in the transfer portal recruiting, and I told y'all we need to come up big right here, and we added some dogs. We added these 2 quarterbacks because y'all know both our quarterbacks left, so just to have some depth right there, we don't want no competition with Cameron Dyer. Cameron Dyer's our guy. So we did add this sophomore. We also added this freshman. When it comes to running back, we need running backs though. All we got right now is Smith. So we did add Cameron Dickey, the transfer from Texas Tech. We added him to the board. Then we also added this elusive bruiser, 220-pound running back. And then when it comes to receivers, I am really excited about these names I'm about to show y'all because I told y'all we wanted to add height. This guy right here, 6'2", 204, big receiver, 4-star. Hopefully we can sign him. Then, that's not even the best part. We added this 6'7". I already know y'all in the chat going, you know what? Yeah, whatever. We added this 6'7", 220-pound receiver. I don't know what his speed is at because I didn't want to waste any recruiting points, but he might get moved to tight end, or this guy right here, DeAndre Johnson, might get moved to tight end. One of these guys will get moved to tight end. Depending on what their speed is at, I don't know how he's a speedster archetype when at 6'8". That's crazy to me, but that's really going to help us next season if we can sign both of these guys. Y'all already know about the tight end we signed. We added a lot of offensive linemen. We also added some pass rushers that we really do like to as well. Like I said, we're trying to make our defense better. Added a lot of different linebackers. Added these 2 corners. We're trying to bring him back. He was here, like I said, y'all already know he was here last year. Apparently he wants to come back. He added us in his top 8. So hopefully we can bring him back. We also added this 6'2" corner. So we're gonna advance the week and see how this goes. But our main mission right now is signing that 6'7" and 6'8" wide receivers. And looking at our board at this last week of the transfer porting recruiting process, I mean, I'm happy with it, but at the same time I'm not. I feel like we got some good guys that we're gonna bring in next year. We added this quarterback right here, this pocket passer. Not sure if he's gonna get any playing time behind Cameron Dyer, but a good backup, especially being a pocket passer. Cameron Dickey, I'm excited for him next year. Actually, really am excited for him. I know he has some good attributes, so hopefully we use him a lot. And then this 6'7" and 6'8" receiver, Jordan Scott and DeAndre Johnson, they are both first on our board, and it's looking like they are gonna come to our school. Hopefully, Cal doesn't come out of nowhere and sign these guys. Hopefully, I know he's going on a visit at Cal this week. Hopefully he doesn't commit from that visit. I am hoping he doesn't. But DeAndre Johnson, he should commit. This guy right here, we could take him off our board. He's not coming. The 4-star. I'm pretty sure he's gonna go to Arkansas. These other receivers we're gonna end up signing, I think. I really think we're gonna sign these guys. This tight end, ours, we signed him. We're first on a lot of guys' boards at end 2 as well. This guy's ready to come on visit, but we can't really bring him. So we're going to take him off our board and add another offensive lineman. So hopefully we sign these guys, man. Like I said, we really need corners. If y'all look at our team needs right now, I think we have 2 corners on the roster. Let me go to it. We have 2 corners on the roster. 2 people committed for next year, but as of right now, we have 2 corners on the roster. So we need corners. So we're going to go ahead and max them out too as well. But let's go ahead and advance the week and see who we signed. First player we signed, we brought back our starting wheel linebacker, Ace. Huge signing. He's 6'4", 250, can move. Glad we brought him back from the portal. Next guy we signed was Emmett Hasty, 3-star receiver out of Cal. That's a huge signing. We signed Daniel Allen, a 2-star center to fill up that depth at receiver. We signed it the 4-star gadget, Jabu Cussenberry. I think that's his name, Cussenberry. From New Mexico. He is a gadget, and I don't know how many receivers we got on roster. He might end up getting moved to quarterback just because to fill out the depth at quarterback. Because anybody can go down, and then we're down quarterback, so he might get moved to quarterback. We'll see. Um, he signed a 3-star linebacker out of Pearland, Texas. I'm really just looking for if we sign those receivers to Smith. We signed him. We signed the 6'7" Jordan Scott, even though he went on visit week 7 to Cal. The receiver from Virginia decided to come here. We don't know where we're gonna play him at. We signed both of them, 6'7" and 6'8". Honestly, don't know where I'm gonna play him at. We gonna see going into next season where we gonna play these two guys at. We signed it to 3-star corner. We signed it the end that we want to sign. We signed the quarterback and some depth there. That is huge. So yeah, looking like we signed it everybody we really wanted to bring in. Everybody we bring in. But the main thing I want to look at is how does our recruiting class rank up in the Pac-12? Because y'all know one of the challenges is having a top recruiting class in the Pac-12, especially in this new Pac-12, and we are right behind Boise State. Wow. Signing the 37, them signing that 5-star really boosted them in points. I know it boosted them in points because honestly, if they didn't sign that 5-star, we probably would have had the best recruiting class in the conference for sure. But huge accomplishment for Boise though. As y'all see the signings, man. I just want to look at some of these guys, like some of these guys, development that's normal from him. We want to start with his quarterback. He has normal. He's going to be a backup anyway. Dickey does have impact. He's going to be coming in as a senior too as well. So having some veteran presence. This guy did commit to Stanford. Like I said, Darius Johnson, Jordan Smith has impact. DeAndre Johnson has normal. He's coming in as a senior though. They're both coming in as seniors, but they're really going to help out this offense. He has star development. This speedster 6'3" tight end, like you already know about him. Elite Dev. He gonna be our future tight end. Impact there from both of these guys. We signed them. Like I said, our offensive line gonna be really good next year. Offensive line will be really good. We brought the linebacker back. The corner that we wanted to bring back, he committed to Fresno, but we did sign these two guys, big corners on the outside. You already know about this 4-star. He probably gonna start day one. I'm just being honest with y'all. He probably gonna start day one at corner or safety. We don't know yet. We brought in this safety right here too as well. But overall, I like what we brought in. I really like what we brought in. Y'all drop down in the comments how y'all feel about our recruiting class in season 2. I really do like it, but let's go ahead and let's get more into this off season. Going into season 3, looking at this roster, I am so excited for it, especially after the off season, training results and the transfer portal. Very excited. Let's go ahead and go over it. The first position I want to go over is quarterback. Cameron Dyer, y'all know last year for the freshman, he threw a lot of picks. Almost the same amount of picks as touchdowns. But he rushed for over 500 yards, 7 touchdowns, 24 total touchdowns. We got his accuracy up. All of them used to be in the 70s. They're now in the mid to high 80s. Throwing a run now in 93. The throw under pressure is still a little low, and I definitely can see it when I'm playing with him. But I am really expecting a huge year out of the sophomore QB. We also brought in this backup right here, Tim O'Malley. We got Stephon Childress. I don't see them playing unless Cameron Dyer gets hurt. Cameron Dyer's our guy. That's what we're going with. Then we picked up the transfer running back from Texas Tech, Cameron Dickey. Big, strong, 219 pounds, trucking at 80, can catch the ball out the backfield. Like the 1-2 punch of him and Corey Smith is going to be good. We got Corey Smith speed up in the offseason to a 95, goal shifty now. You know what I'm saying? He can always catch the ball out the backfield. Before he got hurt, he was on pace to rush for 1,000 yards. I'm expecting that this season. Then we got the sophomore coming back. Really excited for him in these next probably year or two. I feel like he'll step into that starting role and be a good back for us. But it's 2 guys I'm most excited about on offense. This is the first one. Y'all see this young man. He is 6'7", 6'7", 220 pounds with 94 speed. He got an offseason boost. He started off with 92 speed. We boosted it up to a 94. His release is a 99. Spec catch a 88. I expect this young man to be one of the best receivers in the country this year. I'm expecting 1,000 yards out of him. He is going to be our number one guy, especially in the red zone. 50-50 ball shouldn't even be 50-50. It should be 90-10. So he is going to be our guy. Pairing him up with the senior, been here since season one, Zachary Card, Malachi Durant, expecting a big year out of him. Then we brought in the freshman, Jabu Cushenberry. I like him a lot too as well. Then I also like this guy. I feel like he's a sleeper. Evan LeConte, star development. Got him in recruiting, was a JUCO guy. He might leave to the portal though, just because the championship contender is down. Hopefully we can win. Hopefully we win a lot of games this year, so that goes up, so he stays. But the other guy I'm excited about, to pair a 6'7" receiver up, we got a 6'8" tight end. Tallest tight end in the country. Tallest tight end in the country. 84 speed. Bron Sherhands, Bron 50-50. Spec is an 88. He was a receiver. He was a receiver. We decided to move him to tight end. We signed him in the portal too as well. Really excited about him. And then Marco Lamb with Elite Dev. Marco Lamb gonna be our guy next year for sure. We moved Elijah Newby to middle linebacker. Last year he was a pass rusher because he had gold quick jump. He had 91 speed. I'm like, okay, he'll be a great pass rusher. He didn't record not one sack last year because he just couldn't block shit. So we moved him to linebacker. He is going to be our user this year. We also brought back Ace. He left to the transfer portal. We ended up signing him back. And then there's two guys at corner I'm very excited about. The sophomore Trey, the sophomore Trey Glasper, and then the freshman JJ Tompkins. Very excited about these two guys. 6'2", 6 foot. Him and Trey Scott, 6'7" receiver, were battling in the spring. So I'm expecting a big year out of him. Both guys can cover. Y'all know we run a lot of zone here. We love our tall corners. Glad we got those two guys. At safety, we brought back Sage, 6'4". He made plays last year. I think he had 2 picks last year. Expecting a big year out of him. And then we brought back Harlem Hayward. So really excited for this roster going into season 3. I am expecting a big year out of this Beavers team, especially our offense. I'm expecting our offense to make a bigger jump. I'm expecting our defense to make a bigger jump than last year. And I'm expecting us to make a Pac-12 conference championship this year. And looking at our schedule, y'all already know we can only hop into 3 games each year. Y'all already know we're gonna play that game versus Oregon. That's the first game we're gonna hop into. Then I think we're gonna wait and just try to play our other 2 games being conference games. So probably that first one versus Utah State, and then at least one of these other ones. I might add playing in another one. We'll see, but based off our schedule, I feel like we can have a good year. We do got a tough stretch from week 3 to week 5. We got Oregon. We got a talented Washington team. We got Ole Miss at home. So it's not the easiest schedule. But if I had to do the over under, I feel like we win at least about 7 to 8 games this year and make it to that Pac-12 conference championship. The big thing this upcoming season is recruiting. Y'all know one of the challenges that we have is signing the best recruiting class in the new Pac-12. We didn't do it last year. We were so close. We got beat out by Boise. I'm expecting us to do it this year. Added by these 2 4-star running backs. Corey Smith's a junior. Dickey's a senior. So we definitely need to bring in some new running backs. I like this guy right here, 91 speed. I also like this guy right here, 92 speed with Shifty already. I love this guy. Hopefully we can sign him. We're going to be battling with Washington and Ohio State Penn for him. Really like those 2 guys. I love this receiver. 5-star, number 1 in the state of Washington. Right now, Oregon and Penn State are leading the charge. I don't know if we're going to get him, but hopefully we sign him. We also got a couple offensive linemen added. We do got this 4-star D tackle that we like because we need some help there at that position. We got some linebackers because our linebackers are old. We did add some corners that I like a lot, but our goal this season is to sign that number 1 recruiting class in the new Pac-12. Already starting off the season on a good note at 2-0. We beat this FCS team. That was expected, 59-3. And Cameron Dyer had a legendary game. 383 passing yards, 3 touchdowns, 73% completion percentage. And when it came to rushing, Corey Smith, I told y'all I'm expecting a big year out of this young man, and he did that. 100 yards, rushing, 3 touchdowns. Him and Cameron Diggy, 5 touchdowns combined. And this young man, 6'7", Jordan Scott, 134 yards and a touchdown. Malachi Durant had a touchdown. Zachary Card had a touchdown. Our true freshman defensive end who had a sack and a half. Just a beautiful game. And our true freshman corner had a pick. Great game on that part. And then we went on the road and beat New Mexico 38-24. Cameron Dyer, another decent game, 236 yards and a touchdown, 66% completion percentage. Corey Smith and Cameron Dickey combined 4 touchdowns. They have 9 touchdowns together in 2 weeks. Durant had a touchdown. Scott played decent. Zachary Card, our 6'8" tight end, played great too as well. Our defense balled out. D-tackle had 2 picks. Harlem Hayward had a pick. Right now, we are looking really good. We are looking really good. And the first game, like I told y'all, we'll be hopping into, is going to be versus 9th ranked Oregon. This is going to be a tough matchup because looking at their roster, it is absolutely insane. Better than even last season. They got Dante Moore, dog. They got Darrell Hill. They got DeCorian Moore coming back for his junior year, 97 speed. They got this guy Lawson. They got some dogs. Tight end, Jamiah Johnson. He's a dog. Great O-line, great D-line. This is going to be a tough game. They got 3 really good D tackles, all 90s. Our offensive line is going to, offensive line going to have to deal with this. Their corners are amazing. All 80s on their corners, by the way. They got great safeties. This is going to be the best team we go up against all season, by far. Unless we make the college football playoff, this is going to be the best team we go up against by far. And when it comes to recruiting, we do have one update. When it comes to recruiting. The 4-star running back will be coming on visit on week 7 in our first Pac-12 game versus Utah State. He is going to be in the building. Really happy about that. We also added a quarterback, Miles Finley. We didn't recruit a quarterback last year. We brought in some guys from the transfer portal, but outside of that, we wasn't really focused on quarterback. We decided to add him to the board, see how that goes. This receiver's moved up to first on our board. So right now, recruiting is looking really good. But we're not going to waste any more time. But again, if y'all still watching the video, subscribe to the channel, turn on those post notifications, and do not forget to leave a like on the video. I'm trying to be more consistent. I really am trying. It's just so hard, man, with stuff I got going on outside of YouTube, work, just everything. But I promise y'all, we will start being more consistent on this channel. But let's not waste any more time. Let's go ahead and get into this huge Oregon matchup versus the Ducks on the road. Towards the end of this first half, it is 1st and 10, and we haven't scored any points. We haven't scored nothing on the board yet as we hand it off to Corey Smith. He only has 7 carries for 17 yards. I don't know what it is about this Oregon D-line, but it is historically insane. Like, we can barely get any time. If we can't get no deep balls developed, we're trying to give the ball to our 6'7" receiver, Jeremy Scott. He can't really get anything going down the field, though. We got 50 seconds left in this half. We're going to throw it off short to Zachary Card. See what he can do. He gets to the outside for a 9-yard gain to Jeremy Scott. They do rotate coverage over there, though. We're going to keep it. There we go, Cameron. Come on, man. We really want him to get in that end zone. There we go. Easy touchdown by the 6'7" receiver. His first touchdown of this game. There we go, man. I told y'all in the red zone, we're going to either him or our 6'8" tight end Johnson. That is how you end off a first half. Starting off in the second half, we do get the ball. Starting off in the second half, though, we're going to throw it out to Corey Smith right there, and there we go. Easy pitch and catch right there. I really feel like if we want to get our offense going, we got to depend on the running game. Right here. We go again to Corey, and he gets a few yards. I know y'all hear this loud crowd. There we go, right there. And I think that's Durant. Big catch by Durant. Come on, Malachi. Here we go, man. 1st and 10. We're going to the read option right here. We're handing it off to Dickey. He gets a few yards. Audibles or anything. We're back in the red zone again. We got to really just take our time right here. We're going to keep it with Cameron Dyer. Touchdown, Oregon State. Lock in, Chad. That is how you lock in right there. Come on, man. There we go, man. First lead of this game, starting in this second half. And as we miss the field goal, I did not mean to max that out. I did not mean to max out the power. Oh my God. It literally doesn't make any sense. Come on, thank you. Come on. Thank you. Somebody sheds and gets home. Big sack right there. We're sending 5 right here. We're sending 5. They go to the run. Just got to make the tackle. Come on, big tackle right there. 13. We just got to keep everything in front of us. And he goes to the dig, and that's not bad. 4th and 1, that's not bad. They are going for it, though. That does suck. Here we go. Here we go. Come on. Come on, please, somebody make the tackle, and that's a big tackle. Big tackle right there. Jeff Newgrader's having a beautiful game today. Jeff is playing out his mind today. Motion Dickey out right here. It looks like pure out man coverage. And there we go. You can't put man coverage on Jordan Scott. Even if you think he's covered, I'm sorry, but he's just not covered. He's just not covered. They do got press coverage on him. I might try to send him on a deep route. I'm going to keep Corey Smith on block right here. It's either Scott or, yeah, give him a shot. Give him a shot. Boom. He ain't going to. Please don't tell me that's coming back. Oh, my God. It's coming back for a holding. That was a beautiful, beautiful play call. We keep Smith on block. We're going to go to we're going to want to go to Scott right here. Especially if it's man. He does get caught up inside, but that's a beautiful catch by Cord. Wow. That was a dime by the sophomore. I'm telling y'all, in the offseason, we worked on his accuracy, got his accuracy up. He's been throwing the ball even better this season. We go underneath to the 6'7" Scott. He gets a first down. This young man is so versatile. He is so versatile. Most of the time, big receivers can't really do anything when it comes to yak, but this young man has been doing it all for us. We go underneath to our 6'8" tight end, Johnson, and there we go, easy first down. Got is a slant right here to Scott. Maybe it can get open. Touchdown. This man got 99 release, man. This man got 99 release. Touchdown, Oregon State. There we go, man. We take the lead even more in this game, up 20-7 versus the number 9th ranked team in the country, 97 overall. That is how you battle right there, man. I'm telling you, our offense is balling out today. Get the stop when we needed it. We need to lock in right here, defense. Need to lock in right here, defense. There we go. Come on. Big stop right there. Big stop right there. Come on. Come on, one more stop. Third, they're going for it right here. On 4th down. Can we get off the field? And that's a big sack. There we go. We send it. The guard didn't even recognize it. He literally blocked nobody. Z just came right through and was able to make that play. That was a huge play. Huge play by 10 today and pulled off the biggest upset of the season. This upset is going to be heard around college football today. Cameron Dyer, 75% completion percentage and 3 touchdowns for the sophomore. His completion percentage has went up so much this season. I told y'all he was in the lab during the spring working on his accuracy, and that's exactly what he did today, especially us bringing bigger receivers around him. What a big win for Oregon State on the road. Like I said, man, Cameron Dyer, beautiful game by him. When it came to rushing, Cameron Dyer with a rushing touchdown as well. Corey Smith, Cameron Dickey ran the ball well too as well. Jeremy Scott, though, 2 touchdowns. This man is a red zone machine. Corey Smith did something out of the in the passing game too as well. Zachary Carr, Malachi Durant made big catches, 25 yards per catch. DeAndre Johnson, our big 6'8" tight end, made plays when we needed it. Tompkins had a great game. Even though he got mossed at the end, he had a great game. Z and New Grader had 2 big sacks. That was a huge win by Oregon State. And looking at recruiting after that big win versus Oregon, we have some guys that are going to be on visit coming up that we decided to bring. Starting off, the guy we really want, 92 speed, 4-star from Cedro Woolley, Washington, already with Bron Shifty. He's going to be in the building versus Ole Miss. We can't play in that game versus Ole Miss, so it's taking a risk bringing him on visit, but if we're able to sign him from that visit, that'll be big. So beating Ole Miss, we're going to need that. We're also bringing this 3-star gem in the building later on in the year versus San Diego State. Then we're also bringing this linebacker on visit. The first Pac-12 game of the season versus Utah State. We really like him. We're battling right now with Washington. We're going to bring this corner on visit probably next week. Probably bring him versus Utah State too as well to pair him up with that linebacker. So right now recruiting is looking good. Recruiting is looking good right now. We're 3-0. We got a game. We're not going to be hopping into this game versus Washington in week 4. The next game we're going to hop into is our first Pac-12 game of the season versus Utah. We have 2 more games to hop into this season. So we're going to start off with Utah, and then we're just going to go from there and see what other game we'll pop. We might play Fresno on the road because they're a pretty good team this year. We might play Boise again because Boise is always a tough matchup. But we'll see. But right now the season is looking good. Looking at the stats, kind of at that quarter mark of the season, Cameron Dyer. Y'all know last year he had a lot of picks. This season, only 1 pick this year, 71% completion percentage. We need to run the football more. Corey Smith and Cameron Dickey, 5.5, 6 yards a carry, 9 touchdowns between the both of them. Durant and Jeremy Scott are going crazy right now, averaging 80+ yards a game. Our defense is playing well. Newbie's finally making an impact. I knew moving him over to linebacker, he'll be able to make more of an impact. Howard Tompkins is playing well. Newberry, our D tackle, got 3 sacks. We're just having a great year so far. Great year so far, but let's go ahead and advance to our first Pac-12 game of the season versus Utah State and see if we can take down Washington and Ole Miss. We're in the 4th quarter of this game versus Ole Miss. We're down by 3 points. The week before, we actually lost the game versus Washington. We actually lost that game, but we need to win this game because we have our 4-star running back on visit today. Let's see. We keep it with Cameron Dyer. I don't really like that play right there on 2nd down. Like I said, we got 3 minutes. 3 minutes left in this game. We need to get a 1st down right here. We can't settle for a field goal. Ole Miss offense has been looking good. They got 24 points right now. I feel like we got to go to Jeremy Scott. He hangs on to the ball. Cameron Dyer got to get that ball out. He has to get that ball out right there. 4th and 13. This is a big kick for our kicker right now. Big kick right down the middle, and it's good. We got to stop Ole Miss from getting a field goal. They go down the middle. They get a few yards. They use their last timeout. They still got time. It looks like they're at the 41-yard line. They probably got to get maybe like 20 yards more for their kicker to get in field goal range. And he gets the 1st down. The clock is moving though. 8-7. It looks like this game is going to go to overtime. Yeah, this game is going to go to overtime. Last play of this game. We're going to overtime with 15th ranked Ole Miss. Come on, defense, lock in. They go to another wide set. There we go. They go to the run, and wow, they just had numbers. I don't know. What are we thinking, man? Just cause they do that and got the numbers doesn't mean we spread out. That's what they're trying to. And then they get an easy walk-in touchdown. Oh my God. Gotta lock in right here. It looks like press man. Looks like everything they run is press man. And they get home, and that's gonna be a sack. One more play, and the game is over. I feel like we had a chance to win this game. We got to score right here, though. We try to just throw it up to 6-7. Oh, my God. This young man is insane. Oh, my God. Sometimes you just got to throw it up to 6-7. At 3rd and 8, I don't want to kick a field goal right here. I want to score a touchdown. We got to go to Jeremy Scott. We got to go to Scott right here on 3rd down. We throw him another fade ball. Actually, no, we threw a corner out. It was open. It was open. I think Cameron Dyer just put too much air under that ball. 4th and 8 right here. 4th and 8. Kick a field goal. Can we hit it? This is a big field goal right here. This is from 41, and he's automatic. Here we go, and Ole Miss gets the ball. We do send a blitz right here, and that's a pick, and that's the game. The true freshman just won us this game. Oh my God. The second upset of the season. Oregon State wins this game. Cameron Dyer, player of this game by far. 372 yards, 4 touchdowns for the sophomore. What a game-winning pick by our true freshman. What a game-winning pick by our true freshman. And this is the play I want to go over right here. From that overtime, this big catch to Scott. Just look at this fade ball. He already has a very short corner on him. You can't even really see him. Looks like he's at his stomach when it comes to height. Look, he just beats him off the press with strength, and then it's just a one-on-one situation. And then Cameron Dyer just gives him a shot. The back of the end zone. The play is already developed. Look, he just has him boxed out. There is nothing you can do right here with this young man. He's 6'7". Like, even if you jump, it's not gonna affect it. That corner got up though. That corner got up more than actually Scott did. That is crazy. He must got a 50-inch vertical. But that was a crazy play by him on that. Then this pick right here by Tompkins. It looks like a hitch. He didn't go with the hitch. I think we were in cover 3 then. He went with that inside seam fade. Their quarterback threw it really flat, tried to make a play, and then Tompkins just made a beautiful pick. Their wide receiver was in position. Tompkins just got in front of him, made a beautiful interception. We signed this young man in recruiting. He was a 4-star recruit, and he came up with the biggest play of this game. That was a very fun game to sim, especially the slow sim, especially us last week coming off that loss versus Washington. But Cameron Dyer, he let that ball loose today. 372 yards, 4 touchdowns, 53 attempts, 64% completion percentage. Corey Smith, we didn't do much rushing at all. It was all in the air. Jordan Scott, I keep calling him Jeremy Scott. His name is Jordan Scott, but he had a beautiful game. 2 touchdowns. Malachi Durant played great. DeAndre Johnson played great. Corey Smith had a receiving touchdown. Zachary Card played his role. Defense, we only had one sack. We didn't get no pressure after their QB. Tompkins had that big pick. Newbie keeps making an impact at linebacker for us. So glad we moved him there. Just overall, man, a beautiful, beautiful win by Oregon State. So that big win versus Ole Miss, Jordan Scott did get Pac-12 Player of the Week. Huge, huge accomplishment by the senior receiver. To that visit for Ambrose, he didn't commit. I am highly surprised because that game got us a lot, but he really is close to committing. No, he does have a visit to Washington, but I think as long as we just keep pulling along, he'll commit in these next coming weeks. Looking at the standings going into week 7, our first Pac-12 game of the season, only Colorado State has played a conference game. They ended up winning, so they're first in the Pac-12. That's obviously going to change because they're sitting at 2-3. So once everybody starts playing their conference games, you're going to see this switch up. But I feel like if we can beat Utah State in our first Pac-12 conference game, we should move up to at least second in the Pac-12. We're playing really good so far this year. Like I said, we got some dogs on visit today. We got some dogs coming on visit. Y'all already know we got this guy, 5-star receiver. He is going to be in the building. Then we got the 4-star Braden Ferris from Oregon. He's going to be in the building. Then we have this 4-star D tackle from San Diego, Texas. He is going to be in the building as well. Hopefully, I am hoping we can get him committed after this visit. This guy is going to be in the building too as well. We need to commit him because he has a visit right after the next week with Washington. So hopefully we can sign him after this visit. But yeah, right now recruiting is looking pretty good. Recruiting is definitely looking pretty good right now. If we're able to commit at least 2 of these guys, y'all gonna see us add more guys to the board right now. We moved up to first on Miles Finley's board, the dual threat 4-star. So right now recruiting is looking well. We got Utah State. I'm expecting a blowout. I'm expecting a huge blowout at home. They're 1-5, the worst team in the Pac-12. Cameron Dyer, 13 touchdowns, 3 picks. Corey Smith is playing good. Cameron Dickey, Malachi Durant, and Jordan Scott are leading us right now. Our defense is playing well. But the one thing that I'm surprised about is that we are not in the top 25. We took down Oregon and we took down Ole Miss, and they're still ranked. I don't get it. I don't get it at all. I really don't get it. Hopefully we can move up in these coming weeks, especially us going into Pac-12 play. But we're not gonna waste any more time, man. Let's go ahead and get into our first Pac-12 conference game of the year versus the Aggies. We're in the fourth quarter of this game versus Utah State, and it's actually close. I'm honestly surprised that this game is close right now. It's 14-7. We have third down. We go underneath the Newberry, and he drops it. He drops the money on third down. We are going for it right here. Y'all already know who we're gonna go to. Y'all should already know by this. We're motioning him inside. We're gonna send Scott on an out route. Hopefully he can get open right here. We go to him, and that's an easy first down for our top wide receiver. 10 right now. We're in the red zone. Can we finally punch it in? We go underneath. There we go. Easy. 2nd and inches right here. Scott right here. One of our big targets. They do send pressure. We're going to try to get to the outside, and that's like wide open touchdown. There we go, man. That's how we push away in this game. This Utah State team, I got respect for this team, but they shouldn't be, you know, in competition with us right now. Here we go. Here we go. 2nd and goal right here. Let's get a stop. 2nd and goal. We send a blitz. We Newbie, and he gets home. Come on, man. That 94 speed is insane. I mean, that 91 speed is insane. 3rd and goal right here. Come on. Throttle it down. Come on. We need... I just got to go get him. No, and that's a wide open. I knew it. Why are we not shedding? Why are we not shedding? Where is our D line? Utah State is able to get on the board with 3 minutes left in this game. We just need to get first downs. We need to get first downs and get out of here, because we can't lose our first Pac-12 game of the season, especially versus Utah State. 2nd and 11. We might go to Scott right now, but it looks like they have double coverage on him. I've never seen this before. Look at this, chat. On the left side, looks like there's 2 receivers on him. That is just crazy to me. I've never seen that. We're gonna go underneath the Newberry, and that's gonna be the end of this game. Newberry with the first down to seal it. I'm not gonna lie to y'all, we really had to get this game out the mud. We go underneath the Cameron Dyer. There we go. But we might as well just take our knee and get out of here. Let's just take our knee and get out of here. We pull off this big win at home, first Pac-12 game of the season, and we battled today with Utah State. I thought it was going to be a blowout. It wasn't what I expected, but Cameron Dyer, another great game. He is on an all-American run today. He is arguably the best quarterback in the new Pac-12 this season. He's not even throwing picks anymore. Just a beautiful game by the sophomore. And the stats of this game, man. Cameron Dyer, great game by him. 22 for 30, 248, and 2 touchdowns. Rushing, he did great too. The only player with a rushing touchdown. Smith ran the ball great too as well. Receiving, great game by Zachary Card. Scott didn't get in the end zone this game, which is surprising, but Durant and DeAndre Johnson did. Beautiful game by them. Newbie has been showing up all season. So, I'm gonna keep saying, I'm so glad we moved him to linebacker. We should have did it last season in season 2. Great game by him, but we win our first Pac-12 game of the season. After that big win versus Utah State, one of the guys that we had on visit, Braden Ferris from Oregon, the 4-star running back, he has decided to commit. Huge commitment for the program. Y'all already know. Dickey's a senior. Corey Smith is already a junior, so we need to find that next running back up. So glad we signed Braden Ferris out of Oregon. Also signed Devon Lloyd from San Jose, California, the Mike linebacker. We need help at linebacker. All we got right now is Newbie. He's gonna be gone next year. So glad we signed the 4-star linebacker out of Cali. Looking at the conference standings after our first week of Pac-12 conference play, I told y'all that we would at least move up to second in the Pac-12, and that's exactly what we did. We're right behind Boise. Boise is having a run. I told y'all it's gonna this rebuild, this whole 5-year rebuild is gonna be between us and Boise in the Pac-12. I told y'all it was gonna happen. That's exactly what it is right now. It's us and Boise. Boise, their point differential is at 139. So they've been blowing out teams so far. They're 6-0. They're playing great. Their average margin of victory is at 23, which is crazy. They're having a beautiful year on their side. Beautiful year on their side. And I'm honestly, even in real life, in next season in 2026, I feel like that's exactly what Boise's gonna do. I feel like Boise's gonna be the leader in that that new Pac-12. But I do want to look at Boise stats because I want to see who on their team is balling out so well. What's their reason? It's their quarterback, AJ Brand, the sophomore, pure runner, 17 touchdowns, 5 picks for him. Their big back at 244 pounds, Braylon Russell, the senior, has 10 rushing touchdowns, averaging 100 yards per game. They got a really good receiver. I honestly can't wait for that matchup versus Boise. Now in week 10. Week 10, and we have a lot to talk about because as y'all see, we are ranked 25th in the country now. The college football is finally putting some respect on our name. Finally putting some respect. We did win our last 2 games, beating Texas State 31-13. Cameron Dyer didn't have to do much passing because we did a lot rushing. Corey Smith, 100 yards on the ground, two touchdowns for Cameron Dickey. Like I said, didn't have to do much on the ground. Then following up that game, we win in a very defensive matchup. We beat San Diego State 17-7. Cameron Dyer 263, 70% completion percentage. Corey Smith 90 yards rushing. Zachary Card and Jeremy Scott have been our 1-2 punch this season. Them two, especially this senior right here, Card, has been taken off. Clark had a big game. Just everybody. And then Howard had a big pick. Just great football play right now. We are 7-1. We are 7-1 right now. And I think we're still sitting at second in the Pac-12, but we are right there with Boise. Boise has not lost a game yet. Like I said, it is going to be a monumental game. Monumental game when we play them in a couple weeks. But looking at recruiting so far, this five-star recruit, I don't know if he's going to commit because he has a visit coming up to USC in week 12 in 2 weeks. And then Oregon is right there. We have not moved much after that visit versus Utah State. We're trying. It's so hard to sign 5-star recruits, especially when you don't have great grades. And we only have 1A+ for him on that deal breaker, but we really want him. I feel like he can be the future slot, the next Zachary Card, especially with that platinum cutter. Hopefully we can sign him though. We did end up signing a receiver though, this 3-star Jim. He does only have 83 speed, but I feel like he does get a lot better since he is a gym recruit. We did add these 2 offensive linemen. We love them. These 2 4-stars. We're first on their board right now. We're still first on this dude. I think he's going to commit next week. Nobody is going after him. I don't know if he got some behavioral issues or something, but nobody's going after him. It looks like we're going to easily gonna sign him. So it looks like we're going to sign him in the next couple weeks. We did add this 4-star linebacker, and we did add this 4-star safety to the board. These 2 corners are still first on our board. So right now, recruiting is looking good. Recruiting is looking good when it matches up to the Pac-12. I know it's not going to be that high right now because we're still signing recruits, but as of right now, it's looking good. We're not going to hop into this game, though, versus Fresno. Like I told y'all, the last game we're going to hop into of the season is Boise, but let's see if we can take down Fresno and Colorado State in these next 2 weeks. As we're advancing the weeks, I told y'all we were going to sign that D tackle eventually, and we ended up doing it. Y'all already know we need help at D tackle, just our D line in general. And signing this 6'6", 300-pound D tackle is huge for the program. We're now on a 6-game winning streak. We beat Fresno and Colorado State 28-24, and then to 17. Cameron Dyer's having a year, man. 300 yards. Scott is having a year. Jordan Scott, I am so glad we signed him in the portal. I did not think he was going to be that good. He has been the catalyst to this offense. Cameron Dyer's not throwing picks anymore. Zachary Card is having an All-American year. Jeremy Scott with 2 touchdowns versus Colorado State. But this week, in week 12, is probably our biggest test yet. Because we are playing undefeated, first-ranked Boise. First-ranked Boise in the Pac-12, ranked 10th in the nation. 10th in the nation. They are on track to make it to their first college football playoff this rebuild. Braden Russell has been leading them with 1,000 yards and 15 touchdowns. Their quarterback, AJ Brand, 29 touchdowns and 7 picks. They're balling out. They're balling out right now on all facets of football. Their offense is playing well. I feel like the one thing, though, that we can attack is their defense. I feel like this is going to be a shootout because, in my opinion, I feel like our defense is better than theirs. That's where I feel like where we make our money at. It's going to be a shootout, and if we can stop their running game, I feel like that is the way we win this game. We have a lot of players on visit for our last game of the season versus Washington State at home. We're going to need to win that game. We won't be playing that game, but we will be slow simming it. We have this 4-star quarterback on visit, Miles Feeney. He's going to be in the building. Then we also have two big offensive linemen right here. Dennis Cherry from Washington. Then also this 4-star Kevin Perez, athlete right here from Illinois. He's going to be in the building. Then we also, I think we have some more guys on visit. This guy right here just came on visit. Hopefully he commits. We also have, I think, this guy on visit too as well, just to boost it up a little bit. The DBs when it comes to this season recruiting is not the best. I think we're going to focus on DBs in the transfer portal. This guy moved up to 3rd. Don't know if we're going to sign him though yet, but right now recruiting is looking great. And especially if we can win this game, we're in a recruiting battle with this 5-star. With Oregon. And Oregon, I don't know how Oregon is even with us right now. They haven't even put him on visit. Come on, Fred. Like, you haven't even seen the facility yet. Please don't tell me you're going to be an NIL type player and just commit because of the jerseys and the money. Come on, man. Come home to Oregon, man. Like, I don't know what he doing right now. Just commit. But I feel like if we're able to win this game, I feel like our championship contender will go up and he'll commit. So hopefully he commits after this week. This guy ended up committing to Ohio State. I was expecting that, but I'm really glad about bringing in Braden Ferris. But as of right now, man, recruiting is looking great. Like I said, the goal this season is to sign the #1 recruiting class in the Pac-12, in the new Pac-12. But like I said, man, it has been a monumental season for Washington State so far. Ranked 19th in the country. Right now, they have us playing in the Alamo Bowl. But if we can beat Boise State, we can probably take them out of that college football playoff spot and end up playing Georgia. Who knows? Going to the college football playoff our 3rd year would be insane. But we're not going to waste any more time, man. This has been a Cinderella story for Boise State last year, especially going 6-7 last year. For us to be 9-1 right now is insane. But let's go ahead and hop into the more than anticipated game. The two big dogs of the Pac-12. Oregon State versus Boise on the road, on the blue field. Let's get into it. Could be man coverage, but we're just gonna go. We're just gonna take the run with Smith right here. Go Smith, go Smith, go Smith, go. I told you, this Boise State defense is Swiss cheese. This Boise State defense is Swiss cheese. I told y'all it was gonna be a shootout today. I told y'all it was gonna be a shootout today, and I think Boise got a 4-star recruit on visit today. It's gonna be a bad visit for you, young man. Come on, man. That is what we need right there, man. 2nd play of the game to the house. Freshman honors. 3rd and 8 right here. Let's lock in. They go to the short pass. We need him to make a tackle. Big tackle right there. We already get a stop. 3. That's how we get a stop early, man. Big stop right there. I told y'all what the goal is. Stopping that running game, you shut down Boise. Put this game in AJ Brand's hands. Let their young quarterback try to win this game for them. Press coverage on Scott. I don't know. They put no help. That is just stupid. That is just stupid. Why'd you put no help over the top? Come on, Cameron. Come on, man. Y'all can't do that versus us. Y'all can't just send these exotic blitzes and think we're not going to see it. Big catch right there. This is what I'm saying, that Cameron Dyer has finally turned into a college quarterback. Last season, Cameron Dyer wouldn't have been able to read that and make the throw. I'm telling y'all right now, he wasn't gonna be able to read that and make a throw. I think we can go to Johnson on a slant right here. Throw him on a deep slant, one-on-one. Oh, he couldn't hit it. The backfield on this angle. I think Dickey's wide open. Touchdown, Oregon State. I told y'all, man, this defense is not that good. If we can stop Boise State's offense, I think this game can get real bad for the Broncos. Rich on the outside on both of our guys. Let's see if they decide to put help over there. It looks like they don't, but it is two people on this young man, and he just caught that. Oh my Jesus. You can't stop him, bro. You can't stop him. This game might just be over, man. 5 catches, 126 yards, and a touchdown for the senior. He had 2 people guarding him, and he still caught it. That is crazy. Here we go. We got 2nd and 3 right now. They can't really do anything. This game is already over. It is 45-14. We have put together a masterpiece today. An outright masterpiece. Just a beautiful game. Y'all see, their quarterback can't get going. He got 14 carries for only 8 yards. I told y'all what the game plan was going into this game. It was stopping their running game. And I told y'all that's how we were going to win. And that's exactly how we won this game. Stopping their running game. That was the plan. I'm pretty sure we're going to meet this team again in the Pac-12 conference championship. If we play them, depends. They could lose their next game. Who knows? But as of right now, then Newbie just gets a pick. He might just go to the house with this. He doesn't. But that's going to be the end of this game, man. That has been the game for us. Everything is going our way. Win for Oregon State on the road in a dominating performance. Their first half, we put up over 35 points. It was 35-0. It was already over by the end of the first half. Beautiful game by everybody. Just a great game. They didn't show player of the game, which was weird. Looking at the stats of this game, I told y'all the number one objective was stopping their running game. That's exactly what we did. Their best rusher was at 50 yards, then 47. Russell did have 2 touchdowns, but they were so down this game, they had to throw the football. And that played into our advantage, especially in the rain. Jordan Scott did a beautiful game. Him and Corey Smith have been the backbone of this program this season. Dickey, Johnson, all of these guys, man, have been playing great. Corey Johnson had a really, really great game. Cameron Dyer, definitely player of the game. 5 touchdowns, 337 yards. Our defense balled out today. Newbie had that big pick. Just a beautiful game, and I am pretty sure we're now first in the Pac-12. Going into the last game of the season, the 5-star that we wanted so bad. By the way, did not go on a single visit to Oregon. He didn't go on a single visit to Oregon, but he committed to Oregon. We did everything possible. We went to all your high school games. We spent so much money on you, son. So much money. So many resources. We sent the wide receiver coach out there. Coach Sparrow came out to see you. We sent the offensive coordinator. We took you out to dinner. And you still committed to Oregon? And you didn't even go to Eugene? He didn't even go to the campus and he committed. He just went because what he see on the internet, the uniforms, man, that's crazy. That is crazy. Well, you know what? Next season, or even season 5, we win a national championship, I'm going to remember his name. Freddie Christian's son. I'm going to remember his name because we going to lock you up when we play. That's our goal. Even though you got platinum cutter and you're going to be a great player. Oh, my God. But anyway, he committed to Oregon. He's now off our board. Y'all see, we are now first in the Pac-12. We're definitely going to be playing in that Pac-12 conference championship, even if I feel like even if we lose to Washington State, I still feel like we'll make it. So it's looking like it's going to be a rematch in that Pac-12 conference championship versus Boise. But like I said, man, season has been crazy. Look at and to give y'all a glimpse of the stats, Cameron Dyer, it has been a whole 360 from what he did last season. Just to give y'all kind of a representation of that, last year he threw 16 picks. This year he's at 6. Last year he got sacked 26 times. This year he got sacked 15. Last year he had 57% completion percentage. This year he's at 67. Way better QBR passing rating. This young man has made leaps and bounds. This is why we didn't try to bring in a top quarterback recruiting the transfer portal in recruiting. We wanted to keep Cameron Dyer. We know how good he can be, and he's done it all. He does have less rushing yards this season because, Corey Smith and Dickey have been taking over that role, but I'm glad because Jordan Scott is on his way to 1,000 yards. Durant, hopefully he can get 1,000 yards. Zachary Card is playing well. We could have 2 receivers at 1,000 and the other 2 at 800. That is how well we're playing this season. Newbie is looking like one of the best linebackers in the Pac-12 right now. Howard's playing great. Just overall, man, it has been a beautiful year for everybody involved. Everybody involved has bought in and want to win, and that's exactly what we want. We just want people that's going to buy in and just want to win. We are going to increase his hands to see. I think we're going to increase his man coverage. There we go. Increase that man coverage. Get that change of direction up for him. But yeah, man, this season has been beautiful for everybody at Oregon State. But we still got that last game of the season versus Washington State. I feel like we can win that game, especially if all we got to do is just play our version of football. If we play our version of football, we can beat Washington State. But let's go ahead and hop into this last game of the season, this slow sim with over 4+ recruits on visit with 2 4-stars, and see if we can take down Washington State for our last game of the regular season. So here we go. We have 45 seconds with Cameron Dyer, Jordan Scott, Malachi Durant, Corey Smith. Can they win us this game? I don't know why we're running the ball. Are we trying to go to overtime or something? Like, what are we doing? This is why sometimes I hate in slow sim when a computer gets in close games, because I feel like they lose their self the game. Like, what are we? Oh my God. 3rd and 8, 29 seconds left. I am very surprised at the plays we're calling right now. The ball is not getting out fast out of Cameron Dyer's hands. They go underneath, and that's just a terrible play. That's just so bad. Like, what were those play calls? What, like, please tell me what were and that kick was, oh my God, what was overtime? This is going to be the second game in sim. We had an overtime versus Ole Miss. We ended up winning, but as they break it off for a big run. Washington State honestly has a lot of time too because they got 2 timeouts. We need to find a way to get a stop or force overtime. That's the only chance we really got. And they get a big play. Wow. Wow. And they get down to and they have a chance to kick. Wow. This team got a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. Wow. And I'm not going to lie, a lot of kickers do not miss in sim. A lot of kids. This is 52 yards for the game to beat 11th ranked team in the nation. Can they do it, or is it gonna go to? I think he just hit that. Wow, and we lost. We just got upsetted by Washington State. Are you serious? Oh my God, we got upsetted by Washington State. Wow, and I don't know if that kicked us out of college football playoff. We just couldn't stop their running game. Their running back ran for 126 yards, 130. Like, they did nothing other than just run the football. Oh my God, let's go ahead and advance the week and see where we're at when it comes to that college football playoff. And even though we lost that game versus Washington State, I think we are now out of the college football playoff. We're going to be playing in the conference championship, but it is really upsetting because I think we just lost our spot in the college football playoff, and we did. We're not there anymore. It looks like Baylor took our spot, or Tulane, one of the two. That is disappointing. The fact that we couldn't win that game is so disappointing. And then the people we had on visit, they have not committed yet. They didn't commit. The visit did nothing. Literally, the visit did absolutely nothing for this quarterback. He might end up going to Penn State because of it. That's gonna hurt. Because we had so many guys on visit that week. This guy was on visit. I'm pretty sure he'll still commit though. Hopefully Kevin Perez commits. That visit again didn't do nothing for him. That's gonna hurt. It really is gonna hurt recruiting. We really needed that win. It is our bowl game. Since now we're not be playing college football playoff, they have us right now playing in the Alamo Bowl versus 16th ranked Arizona State. That is big. On Christmas Eve, by the way, December 24th. That is huge, man. Really, our first bowl game too as well. So that's big, but we're not gonna waste any more time, man. Let's go ahead and get into this highly anticipated Pac-12 matchup, the rematch versus Boise State. And here we go. Y'all see that Pac-12 Conference Championship trophy. Y'all see Coach Sparrow in Oregon State. Can we complete at least one half of one challenge, which is winning 2 conference championships? 2 Pac-12 conference championships. Can we get one right here in season 3? Can we get one? I think we can. This is the rematch. Throughout in the regular season, we blew out Boise State. Ran them out of their own turf. Can we do it again today here in the Pac-12 Conference Championship? Let's go. We're in the 4th quarter of this game versus Boise, and y'all see it. Boise's winning this game 24-20. We need to score right here this drive. We throw it off to Johnson, and he is able to get 7 yards on that catch. Like I said, man, we need to score right here this drive. Boise State, they've been playing really well. I'm not going to lie. It is not the same Boise team that we played in the regular season. We might try to hit this out route to Johnson, and that's 2 back-to-back catches by our big target. Whatever. 1st and 10 right here. They do send an all-out blitz, and that might be a touchdown. Get in there. Come on. 1st and goal. Here we go. We got 2nd and goal right here. We're running that same play. I think there's Durant. Touchdown. Oregon State. We have tied up this game in this Pac-12 Conference Championship. All we need is 1 stop. It's not the same team as last time. I don't know if it's because they're without their power back Russell. I don't know what it is, but they looking like a different team as they get back into the end zone. Touchdown, Boise. We just can't stop this offense. Their receiver has 3 touchdowns. Boise takes the lead with 5 minutes left in this game. And we just threw a pick. Oh my God. We just threw the... Oh my God. I threw that curl route way too late. What are we doing? We've been playing so good all season. We already lost to Washington State and killed our chances of going to the college football playoff. And please don't tell me we're going to choke this game in the conference championship. Wow, I cannot believe I threw that ball right there. That was just a terrible throw. They do got press coverage. I don't know what this defense is. And actually, it's offsides, and that's going to help us out. Come on. And he drove. It was offsides, though. It's just Cameron Dyer got to get that ball out a little bit more. I'm going to put Smith on this little angle route. There we go. Hit Scott. There you go, Scott. Come on, Scott. We need you right now, son. Man, he could have had that. There you go. Go to Card. Go to Zach. There we go. Come on, man. Cameron Dyer is doing all that he possibly can for this team. We're going to hand it off. Can it be a touchdown? And he can't get in. 2nd and goal. Second and goal right now. We got to find a way in this end zone. We got to find a way, and that's a touchdown. Come on, man. Come on. That is what we need right there. Huge touchdown right there. I think right here we got to try to go to Johnson on this drag. If we can get it. Touchdown, and he got it down by 3. Get a stop right here. This is for the game. This is for the game. Come on. Yo, he could have a pig. Oh my God, he could have had a pig. That was a big stop. Oh, he could have had a pig though. Oh my God. I played that so well. Oh, he could have had the pig. We do got card on the return. Win us this game. 2 minutes left. Down by 3. This is the biggest game in his career. We go back underneath to Zach. He makes the first man miss. Can he go all the way? And we're going to go touchdown. Zach the senior. The senior. Come on. That is how you make a play, man. One play to the end zone. We're covering everything inside right now. We're sending a Texas stunt. We're doing everything right. We're doing everything right now. They go underneath and he drops it. Wow. That was a huge breakup. Great defense. And I think that's the game. I think Boise has 2 timeouts. We're just going to keep the ball on the ground right here. The rematch versus Boise, and it ended off in a classic. Huge win for the Beavers, man. Wow. Huge plays. Big breakup by our true freshman Tompkins. He's been doing so much for us this season. We put him in the fire this season as a freshman, and he's been playing well. Just a beautiful game by Oregon State. Y'all see it, man. That Pac-12 trophy. Looking at the stats of this game, man. Cameron Dyer. Beautiful game. Just a beautiful season by this sophomore, man. 386 yards, close to 400. 3 touchdowns, 61% completion percentage. Corey Smith played good too as well. Zachary Card and Jeremy Scott both 100 yards. DeAndre Johnson. I wish we had Scott for one more year, man. I really do wish we did. Defense played well. Tompkins, big breakup at the end. Howard had 2 big sacks. Just a huge win for Oregon State, and we have accomplished our first Pac-12 conference championship. We need to get one more to complete the challenge. Came to the Heisman for season 3, Marcel Reed. I'm assuming he transferred to Pitt from Texas A&M. He won the Heisman, 4,200 passing yards, 39 touchdowns. Huge accomplishment for the QB. You look at our trophy room, that first conference championship really don't count. That first one that we got, it really don't count. It was just us and Washington State in the Pac-12, but the one we just got, especially over Boise, that one definitely counts. So we now added a trophy to our trophy room to go over Arizona State's roster. It is insane. They got Sam Levitt. He didn't end up going to the draft, and this young man might be the best quarterback in the country. I'm not gonna lie. 4,500 passing yards, 35 touchdowns, 6 picks. He was second. He was the runner-up for the Heisman. He has a huge arm, can throw it everywhere, all over the field. For someone to be a pocket passer, he has 89 speed, which is crazy. I know. This young man's a dog. They got Jason Brown. They got Jordan Ross. They got some pretty good receivers. Their tight ends are pretty good. This is going to be a tough matchup. A tough matchup in this Alamo Bowl. Their defense isn't that great, honestly. I'm not going to lie. I feel like we can put up some numbers on this defense. They do got some pretty tall corners, but we got Jordan Scott. So, you know what I'm saying? It's a mismatch no matter what. But, again, for y'all that's still watching the video, man, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Turn on those post notifications, and do not forget to leave a like on the video. But let's not waste any more time. Let's go ahead and get into this last game of season 3, the Alamo Bowl versus the Sun Devils. In the fourth quarter of this game of the Alamo Bowl, and we are winning this game versus Arizona State. It has been a great game overall. Everybody's playing well as we go underneath to Corey Smith right there for the 10-yard gain in the first down. Like I said, man, Cameron Dyer, y'all see the stats. This dude is at over close to 400 yards already. 400 yards. And he's been playing great all season. I am so proud of his play this season. We go underneath to Zachary Card. He drops it. Actually, he hung on to that. Wow, I thought he dropped it for a minute. Here we go. Here we go. 2nd and 5 right here. I might try to go underneath to Scott right here on a dig route. If we honestly can score right here, I really feel like it can be game. Hit that second window. Easy. Here we go. Here we go. 2nd and 10 right here. They do send a blitz from that side. There we go. That's a great decision. Great decision by Dyer right there to keep it. He saw the blitz coming from that left side, decided to keep it on the run for the first down. 1st and 10 already. We're going to go to Smith, and that's a touchdown in this Alamo Bowl. Come on, man. Let's end this season off on a right note. Let's end this season off on a right note. Coach Sparrow came to this program and said he was going to change it. Oregon State, season 1, what we started off with this team 0-7. 0-7. Now we have won a Pac-12 conference championship, and we are getting closer to winning our first bowl game. Come on, man. What an accomplishment for this team, as that was a great catch by that receiver on the outside. That is another thing that's made a step forward this season, is our defense. Come on, they go. Wow, and that was just a beautiful throw. That safety just got juked like crazy. Oh my God. Touchdown. Arizona State, they are not giving up in this game. There's still a lot of time left in this game right now. It is 34-29 with 3 minutes left in this game. All we got to do is answer. If we can just keep moving the football, get first downs, we can escape out of here with our first bowl win. It could be man. What I'm going to do is I'm going to motion Zach across the field, and I'm going to try to get a one-on-one. I'm going to try to get a one-on-one right here on this curl route with Scott. See if I can get it. There we go. One-on-one. Hang on that. That's a big catch, and that's going to be the game. Get out of. Come on, man. That is a great audible right there by Cameron Dyer. Great. He didn't make those audibles last year. He wasn't that type of quarterback last year. This is why I love when I do these rebuilds. I love keeping one quarterback and just developing them, because you really get to see their progression as an actual quarterback. Like, look, I'm going to try to just throw this real quick right here to Johnson. Not able to hit it. We're going to go underneath, back to Smith, and that's another first down. We can really just take our knee and get out of here. Just take the knee. We are going to get our first bowl win of this rebuild versus Arizona State, 18th ranked Arizona State. Huge win, man. Great season for Cameron Dyer. We really got to give an applause to Cameron Dyer, Jordan Scott, Zachary Card, the senior, Corey Smith, Dickey, DeAndre Johnson, the senior. Like, just all the veterans, all the young guys on this team played great this season. That's in this bowl game, man. Cameron Dyer played amazing. 28 for 38, 437, 73% completion percentage. He played better than the runner-up for the Heisman, Sam Levitt. That is how great this young man played. Rushing, we didn't do much because we did so much in the air. 2 receivers with 100 yards. Jordan Scott. Oh my God. 1,000-yard season for him. His best career by far. I would love if he got drafted. Zachary Carr ended off his career great. Both of these 2 seniors came out to play. They're going to be missed in season 4. Defense played great too as well. Only 1 sack, but we were able to contain Arizona State this game. And that is our first bowl win of the rebuild. Now added 2 trophies from season 3 to the trophy room, the Alamo Bowl and the Pac-12 Conference Championship. And like this is a prime example of putting the work in. That's exactly what he did. 32 touchdowns, only 9 picks. Corey Smith almost hit 1,000 yards. He had Dickey behind him to depend on him. It was kind of like a Jahmyr Gibbs, David Montgomery type backfield for us this season. 11 touchdowns for him. Cameron Dyer didn't even have to do much rushing. That's exactly what we wanted out of him. And this young man, Jordan Scott, he better be all conference. He better be an All American. I don't know if he's going to get All American because I know there's a lot of great receivers in the country, but he's at the top. He's second in touchdowns. He one of them ones. He's right there behind this receiver right here. I don't even know who he is, but he's one of the ones. He led the conference in catches and in yards. He had the longest reception. Like, this young man was a beast this season. When it came to the college football playoffs, Texas wins it. They had to beat Miami. Then they dominated Alabama and Notre Dame, putting up a total of 104 points in 2 games from the semifinal to the national championship. Huge accomplishment by them. Once again, we didn't have anybody from the Pac-12 representing the college football playoff this year, but huge accomplishment for the Longhorns. When it came to the All-Americans and the All-Conference, we didn't have any All-Americans, but we did have a lot of Pac-12 All-Conference guys, starting off with Corey Smith, Jordan Scott. Like I said, Corey Smith had a big year. Jordan Scott had a big year. We also had our right tackle up there. We had Howard up there. He was up there. And then when it came to second team, we had DeAndre Johnson, the senior, up there. We had our center up there. We had Z up there. We had our other D tackle up there who contributed a lot for us this season, the senior. And then Hayward and our kicker. We have a lot of seniors leaving this year, so that's going to hurt. But when it came to freshmen, I don't know how this dude's up there and he didn't even contribute nothing. That's impossible. Cushenberry did contribute something. 87 yards, 6 catches, did a little bit of something for us. Just some freshmen to add on there. I really like him. He contributed 3 sacks. I feel like he's going to be pretty good in season 4. He contributed a little bit. JJ, he balled out this season. JJ Thompson, the 4-star recruit, 54 tackles, 2 picks, big pass deflections, a sack. Great season by him. Huge accomplishment by everybody involved. But let's go ahead, man, and start getting into this offseason. First part of the offseason is the players that are leaving. Only 4 people want to leave, and we only have 24 people on here. So a lot more better than last season. The first guy we are going to try to bring back, obviously, is our center. See if he comes back. He is going to lead to the transfer portal. That is a big hit. Malachi Durant again. We were able to bring him back last year. He had a big year last year for us, almost 800 yards, 7 touchdowns. Let's see if he decides to come back. He does not. Wow. So it's looking like that freshman receiver we got is going to have to try to come up big. He looks like he's going to try to have to step into that role for Durant. Maybe we could try to get him back in the portal. Who knows? But we losing him. He is going to be missed. This Ian wants to come back too. Might as well. We got the persuasion. He decides to come back. But there's some dogs leaving. Howard is leaving. Had a good year. Y'all already know about Zachary Card. The other Howard is leaving. This guy Z is leaving too as well. Clark is graduating. It's a lot of guys, man. Raymond, our starting right tackle, DeAndre Johnson, and this. We need a round of applause, man. I'm not joking. This young man should be drafted. I do not know how he's not drafted. I really don't know. I'm just going to upgrade his stuff just cuz. I don't even care. He should be drafted. He needs to get signed as an undrafted free agent something. He needs to go to the league, man. He had a wonderful year. 1,100 yards, 12 touchdowns, 84 catches, and only 3 drops. Huge accomplishment. Cameron Dickey had a great year. Shout out, man, to all my seniors, man. But again, shout out to my seniors. When it comes to the transfer portal process of this season, week 1, we've added some dogs. We got some dogs on the board. Starting off at receiver, not that great though. We did add some tall athletic receivers because we made a killing off that last year. First guy, Brendan McQueen, the speedster, 6'3", 90 speed. Then we also added this 2-star Terrence Marshall, 6'2", coming in as a senior with 91 speed. I feel like he can add some depth to the wide receiving room, especially when since we lost a lot of guys. We also added, and I am really excited about this guy, Stuart Sullivan. Stuart Sullivan, the 4-star, just offered him a Skyly. Hopefully he commits. We also, when it comes to corner, this is the guy we want the most. If y'all don't know anything about DJ Pickett on this game, I'm going to show y'all his attributes next week. But this young man's a dog. He's going to be coming in as a senior. Hopefully we can sign him. We added 3 4-star corners to the board. Also having a 4-star safety. We are trying to make our defense unstoppable next year. I feel like if we can do that, and we also added this 4-star 6'6" defensive end power rusher. If we can make our defense unstoppable next year and light years better than what it was last year, I feel like we can go to the college football playoff. And after advancing a week, we have our first commitment of the transfer portal process. Paul Pollard from Michigan. He's not a transfer, but somebody we recruiting from high school, 4-star center from Michigan. Huge accomplishment for the program. We also signed another recruit from our high school group, Miles Finney. I am so glad we signed this young man from Maryland, the 4-star dual threat QB. I'm so excited to see what he can do for us next season, see his attributes, see what he is, and he might end up being the next quarterback next up after Cameron Dyer. We're now at the last week of the transfer portal process of recruiting. We got a lot of guys that we like, and most likely that we're going to sign. Starting off with receiver, not as big as it was last year when we signed Jordan Scott, but definitely like this guy, Brendan McQueen. I feel like he can really help us out a lot, especially with that 90 speed coming in as a senior. Both of these guys add depth to the receiving room. We got both of these tight ends just to add some depth to the tight end room too as well. I told y'all though, the main focus is the trenches and our defense. These 2 guys added to the board. They're first. This DN, Jalen Williams, I am really excited for him next year. Hopefully he signs when we advance the week. Stuart Sullivan. If we have a chance to sign 2 4-stars, 6'6", 6'3", our D line gonna be crazy next year. We also added this guy, we like him, added this 3-star. We already signed a 4-star. We're trying to get another one. And DJ Pickett. I'm about to show y'all this dude's stuff. Not DJ Pickett. DJ Pickett is insane. Y'all gonna see him when we sign him. Hopefully we sign him though. But y'all gonna see it. If we're able to sign both of these guys, we're shut down. Our DBs are shut down if we sign both of them. Oh, it'll be crazy, but got both of these safeties added to the board. Like I said, man, it was all about defense in this transfer portal, and I feel like we shined because we got Cameron Dyer, we got Corey Smith coming back. Our receiving room's gonna look a little shaky, but I feel like we can make it work. We got good tight ends, so let's go ahead and advance the week and see who we sign. Johnson from Virginia, that was huge. DJ Pickett. I'm telling y'all, he gonna be shut down next year. In season 4, he gonna be shut down. Y'all gonna see it. Also added some depth at that free safety position. Also added Jamrock Grimsley. Him and Pickett are gonna be my outside corners for the whole season, and y'all are gonna see how good they are. Also added a 2-star safety. Also added CJ Spence. A lot of DBs. We also added the 4-star big boy Stuart Sullivan from Wisconsin. That was huge. We also added Jalen Williams. I told y'all we are trying to increase this defense. We also signed in Brendan McQueen, probably going to replace Jordan Scott. There is no way. Let's go ahead and look and see. We have signed the number 1 recruiting class in the conference. That completes one challenge that we have to complete throughout this 5-year rebuild. That is signed the number 1 recruiting class in the Pac-12. So happy about that. No 5-stars this year, but we signed the most 4-stars with 9. But huge accomplishment by Oregon State. I told y'all, for us to sign that number 1 recruiting class in the conference, we were going to have to go crazy in the transfer portal, and that's exactly what we did. But let's go ahead and advance the week and get into our training results. Going into season 4, I feel like we have the best defensive back room in the entire Pac-12. Like I said, DJ Pickett is a dog. DJ Pickett, a dog, but the one thing I feel like I messed up on, no chat, is I should have moved him to receiver. This young man got 87 catching, 89 spec. He got 98 jumping, 97 speed. I really messed up. I should have moved him at receiver because then I would have been able to play him at corner and play him both sides. But I still feel like he's gonna make an impact on this team. Cameron Dyer got up to 93 speed, throwing power went up. I feel like we're really gonna have to depend on the running game this year with Corey Smith and Jaden Mond, the junior. The receivers are not what they was last year. Not the best receiving room. We're gonna have to depend on this senior McQueen, Cushenberry, LeConte with his 95 speed. Heavy on our tight ends too as well. I like Gavin Hoffman. I like Marco Lamb coming back, having those two big targets there. But like I said, I feel like this is the best our defense has been all year. Looking at our schedule, I feel like we can go on a run this year. We do got a tough stretch with BYU and Oregon, but those are games I feel like we can win. Then we got Delaware and Ball State, and this is when we get into Pac-12 play. And I honestly think that we can go undefeated in the Pac-12 this year and win another conference championship. And looking at recruiting, we got some dogs up here. A lot of 4 stars. We got some 5 stars up here. But as y'all see, the big name I want is this receiver right here. 92 speed, speedster out of Cali. And the main reason I want him is because I want to be petty. You see at the top, his number one choice is Boise. Us and Boise have been an arch nemesis this entire rebuild. So anybody that's going to Boise that's on our board, we want to take them. And we're already starting off season 4 on a good note, getting a dominating win versus the FCS team, though. But just to start off this season with a W is huge. Looking at the stats, man, Cameron Dyer already starting off this season great. 4 touchdowns, 272 in the air. Rushing Corey Smith and Jalen Mond both contributed 80 plus yards. It looks like Cushenberry is going to be our number 1 receiver this year. Him having that silver cutter, I feel like he can be a great route runner in the slot. McQueen had a big touchdown. Our speedster, LeConte, had a big touchdown. And then also DJ Pickett already getting his first pick of the season and 8 tackles and half a sack. This season we're not playing him on outside. We're actually playing him in the slot this year, so he can impact the game more. So he's already starting off this season good. In the fourth quarter of this game versus BYU, 13-12 in week 2, we handed off to Corey Smith. Like I said, last week we got that big W for our first game of the season. Can we pull off a win right here versus 18th ranked BYU and go to 2-0 heading into our big game versus Oregon? It looks like we're gonna hand it off to Corey Smith 3 straight times right here. We do got 3rd and 3 right here. I would love if we hand the ball off again. I feel like we got the numbers in the box. We're running a wide stack look right here, and we hand it off to Corey. Can he get it? And he didn't. He didn't get it. We are deciding to go for it though right here. I don't know if I like this look at all for us. Really don't know if I like us going. I mean, I'm not going to lie. I really feel like he should have got the first down, though. But we get the field goal. We go up by a point. All we need is 1 stop. By our sophomore, Hugh, who had a big year last year. Come on, DJ Pickett. One of y'all, newbie. Come on, big set. Oh, we got pressure again. And it's a pig. It's a pig. By number 19. I think that's Jamrock Grimsley on the big play. We get a big win at home versus BYU, man. I told y'all this year, our defensive back group is my favorite. It's my favorite part. It's my favorite part of any position on our team. And Glasper made that big pick. Huge play by him, man. When you got people like Jamrock Grimsley, DJ Pickett, and then him too as well. We got 3 cornerback ones on our team. Huge win by Oregon State. We're now in week 3. Week 3, and this is one of the biggest weeks of the season. Y'all already know our rivalry versus Oregon runs deep. It is always a good game when we play the Ducks. We do have, I think, a right tackle on visit this week too as well. I think so, from Washington. Yes, we do. So he'll be in the building today versus Oregon. The only recruit we're gonna have in the building today versus Oregon. But looking at their roster, quarterback for them this year is the senior dual threat, 98 throwing power, terrible deep accuracy though. Oh my god! But Definitely a dual threat with that 88 speed. And running back for them is Jordan Davison and this 95 speed dude Daniel Bray. Again, another stacked roster. 6'5", 93 speed receiver. I'm not gonna lie, we might match DJ Pickett up with him. I think this game we're gonna play. I think we might match up DJ Pickett with him. See how that matchup goes. They got Chris Lawson. They got a very slow tight end. Shouldn't really expect much out of him. Their offensive line is not that great. They always have a good defense though, especially a great D line, great corners. So this gonna be a tough matchup. This is gonna be a really tough matchup. Y'all already know we're starting off this season well. If y'all still watching the video, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Turn on those post notifications and do not forget to leave a like on the video. But let's go ahead and hop into this well anticipated rivalry versus Oregon. In the fourth quarter of this game versus Oregon, and we are playing great football. We are playing great football right now. It is 21-16. We are up by 5 points right now with 3 minutes left in this game. All we need is just a few more first downs. A few more first downs. Y'all see Cameron Dyer only has 139 yards today. We've really been dependent heavy on the running game. He's developed so much this season. We're going to hit the wide open curl route to Evan LeConte, and that's another first down. Oregon now has no more timeouts. No more timeouts. All we need is one more first down, and we can solidify this win. Yo, we're going to the read option right here. Seeing we pitch it out to Corey Smith, and we're going to get down. No, I didn't want to score. I didn't want to score right there. I tried to get down, got tackled in the end zone though, but at least we were able to get a touchdown out of it. We have came here today at home and just put up a great performance versus Oregon. And shout out to our defense, only giving up 16 points to the 5th ranked team in the country. Get the big win at home versus Oregon, man. Another big win. Last year we won 2 as well in season 3. We win again here in season 4. Corey Smith, I am really expecting a huge year out of him. Huge year out of him, with 100 yards and 2 touchdowns. He just had a beautiful game. Beautiful game overall. Everybody played well. At the stats, man, Cameron Dyer didn't even have to do much. Only threw the ball 22 times. Had 165 yards and a touchdown. Like I said, Corey Smith did it for us on the ground. 100 yards, 5.6 yards a carry. Cushenberry. We didn't have a single receiver with more than 40 yards receiving. Like, it was literally just the ground game and us playing great defense. Lloyd, I really like this dude right here. 90 speed linebacker, played well. Glasper had a big pick and a big pass deflection. DJ Pickett didn't do much this game, but I already know he did his thing. But that was a huge win versus Oregon, and we find our way back in the top 25 after beating Oregon. Huge W for the program, man. Like I said, I feel like this is going to be a big year for us. I feel like it's going to be a college football playoff berth for us this year. But looking at that right tackle that we had on visit last week, he didn't commit, but he is close. He is definitely close. I feel like he's going to commit in these next few weeks. These other guys are ready to come on visit. So we about to start stacking up a lot of guys, especially this guy right here. We're going to stack him up and bring this receiver on visit versus Boise too. So y'all about to see in these next coming weeks, man, we're going to start bringing a lot of guys on visit. We're now first on this guy's board with Arkansas, but like I said, recruiting is going well. We only got 12 guys on here because we're trying to focus on those top 12 guys and try to bring them in first, and then start bringing in other guys from there. Looking at our schedule, the next game that we will be hopping into is this one versus Texas State. So we won't be playing in either of these games versus Delaware, Ball, but we will be slow simming the game versus Utah State since it's our first Pac-12 game of the season. But I think we should be able to keep going on a winning streak and be 6-0 by week 8 when we play Texas State. And before I sim this game versus Delaware, I just wanted to show y'all their uniforms. They added their black uniforms in the game. I really like these. Some of my favorite uniforms in the game right now, honestly. And if y'all want me to do if y'all want our next rebuild to be with Delaware, y'all let me know down in the comments because I really wouldn't mind doing it. They got a roster update too as well. A lot of their players went up in overall. They're having a pretty decent season, so y'all let me know. Y'all let me know down in the comments if y'all want me to rebuild the Blue Hens. After advancing a week, we finally signed that right tackle that we had on visit versus Oregon out of Washington. It's always good to pick up some protection for our QB. We've signed another recruit as we're advancing these weeks. D tackle from Washington, 4-star recruit. That is big for the program. And we're in week 7 right now, and we are undefeated. We are undefeated, 5-0. The last two games we won. We beat Delaware and we beat Ball State 21-23 versus Delaware. Kind of a close game. Cameron Dyer, though, great game. Almost 400 yards, 4 touchdowns for him. This guy right here, Evan LeConte. I know I don't talk about him enough, but he is a grit and grind story. He came from JUCO. We signed him from JUCO. He's really fast, 6'3". He has stepped up big, especially with last year Jordan Scott, our 6'7" receiver, leaving, and then Marco Lamb. Marco Lamb, man, the last year's freshman, he had 4 touchdowns in that big game. Big game by him. No picks, only one sack that game too as well. Then following that week, we had another close game versus Ball State. I don't like these close games, especially versus teams where I feel like we should beat them easily. Cameron Dyer didn't do much. Corey Smith did rush for 100 yards and 2 touchdowns. Marco Lamb, 5 touchdowns on the year already. This guy's turned into a touchdown merchant. But like I said, we do got our first Pac-12 game of the season. We will not be hopping into this game though. We will be slow simming it though. I'm expecting to win out of there. But looking at the stats, man, Cameron Dyer already had 10 touchdowns and 2 picks, 1,000 yards. Smith is rushing the ball good, 4 touchdowns, averaging 85 yards per game. Marco Lamb, like I said, 5 touchdowns on only 19 catches. LeConte and Cushenberry have turned into our guys. They've turned into our guys. Leading us in pick is Glasper. Leading us in sacks this year is the transfer Stuart Sullivan. I expected that out of him. Really did. The true freshman, Devin Lloyd, he is coming to play this year. This young man, he got 90 speed as a linebacker. He already got a sack and a half, 3 tackles for loss, 37 tackles. He is playing great this year. Right now, we're sitting at 5-0. Let's see if we can continue that with our first Pac-12 game of the season versus the Aggies. In this game, though, I don't know if it's too late for Utah State to try to make a comeback. I really am kind of disappointed by our offense this game. Like I said, I saw Cameron Dyer only had 98 passing yards. That kind of worries me because Utah State's terrible. And if we want to have a chance to make it to the college football playoff this year, we got to pass for more than 98 yards versus a team like this. So, but it looks like we're gonna win this game. Looking at the stats for this game, we rushed for a lot of yards. We ran the ball. We rushed 42 times for 184 yards compared to only 98 passing yards. I don't know why we ran the ball so much. I really don't know. I really don't know why we ran it so much. I mean, I guess Cameron Dyer, they had a lot of design runs for him. It worked though. But I feel like with this team, we need to start passing the ball more in sim. Like, there's no way Cameron Dyer should only be throwing for 98 yards. Our receivers are too good for that, but defense played well. Lloyd had another big game. We didn't end up pitching a shutout though. Utah State ended up scoring at the end, but we improved to 6-0 and get our first Pac-12 win. Big game this week. Big game this week versus Texas State. We are ranked 16th in the country right now. 16th in the country, actually 15th in the country. We're right there with Boise. Throughout this rebuild, man, throughout these 4 years, Boise has just been a pain in my neck. A pain in my neck. I really don't know. Every year they're good. Every year they're good, man. I just want to see. I just need to look and see what their stats are, see who's leading them this season. Because I already know we're probably going to play them in the Pac-12 Conference Championship. They got A.J. Brand again. He's at 13 touchdowns and 3 picks. Rushing for them, they always know how to run the ball. He's averaging 120 yards on the ground. Receivers are doing decent, but like I said, for them, it is the running game for them. That's what they hang their hat on. But like I said, this is a big week versus Texas State. We got a lot of guys on visit. First guy I think that will be in the building is the 5-star recruit. Second in his position out of all of the right ends. And is I think one of this guy ended up committing to USC, by the way. We did have this guy come in for visit, but it really makes no sense to bring him on visit. This is why I hate recruiting people with playing style, because it just goes down. It's like a glitch on this game they haven't fixed. So we're gonna go ahead and just take him off our board because it's not gonna move. It's really not gonna move. I think that was probably really it. I think we had some other guys, but no, he's the only person that's gonna be on visit this week. So big visit for him. Him and that I think we had the D tackle coming on visit too as well. But he's already committed though, so I don't know if he'll come on. I think he'll still be on visit though, even though he committed, but yeah, right now recruiting is looking well. We did add the number one quarterback in the country from Detroit, Michigan, Rashawn Cole. Pitt, both Pitt and Penn State and USC offered him. We're gonna see if we can get in that fold for him. Cameron Dyer can't be our quarterback forever, so added him. We also added some receivers to the board. Like I said, a lot of guys still first on our board right now. But right now, recruiting is going really well, and we're in the fourth quarter of this game versus Texas State, and they're beating us 21-6. We can't get anything going with our passing attack right now. Cameron Dyer only has 89 passing yards. I don't know what's going on with our passing attack this year. I really don't know what's going on with it. Like last week versus Utah, we only threw like 100 passing yards. We need to get this passing attack going, and I really just thought it was just Sim, but I'm hopping into this game and I'm only throwing 80 something yards. So we got to figure out how to get our offense back going. We go underneath to our running backs. There we go. We're gonna see if it's man and see if we can get a matchup, and that's exactly what we did. We got a matchup with them. You can't put a safety on Cushenberry. You can't put a safety on him. He is too talented as a route runner to put a linebacker on him. Here we go, man. Gotta get Jabu going. Actually, we're gonna go. Yeah, we're gonna go cover 2, man. We're gonna go cover 2 right here. Hard flat everything. Come on, defense, and that's just a wide open touchdown. We got no pressure. We got no pressure at all right there after the quarterback. Texas State in this game goes up by 14 with 4 minutes left. We gotta answer right here. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I might keep it with Cameron Dyer right here, depending on the look. See if I can get out the pocket, and I do. There we go, Cameron. Come on, Cameron. Come on, Cameron. There we go. We need you right now, son. Maybe we can see Marco Lamb again right here. Go underneath the Cushenberry, and they put Doug. I don't know who 33 is, but I don't know why they had him out in coverage. I don't know who number 33 is, but he was trying his hardest right there. Here we go. 1st and 10. There we go, LeConte. There we go, man. Gonna go back to that same play. There we go. He gets in the end zone. Touchdown. I don't know what Cameron Dyer's doing right now. I don't know what that is. Oh my God. Touchdown. Oregon State. That was big right there. All we need is one stop. Texas State came to play today. Texas State really, really came to play today. We've been living by this cover 1. And this is exactly what we're doing right here. We're going to believe in cover 1. There we go. It's just an off. I'm not going to lie. DJ Pickett got beat. He got beat on that out route. The quarterback made a bad throw. But DJ Pickett was beat. I'm not going to lie, DJ. You were beat right there, son. But, oh, man, the quarterback was just missed him. We get the ball back. We got Smith on the return. He almost got out of there. That hurt because that could have been a easy touchdown. We're going to motion Cushenberry out right here. We're going to keep Mond on block. We're going to look for either Smith or Cushenberry on one of these 2 routes right here. He goes on out route. He does hang on to it. It's 4th and inches. 4th and inches right here. 4th and inches right here. We're going to the run right here. We're going to the run. This could be a blitz, but we're going to go to it. There we go. There we go, Smith. Touchdown. Come on. Here we go, man. Big touchdown right there by Smith. But this is where it matters at right here. Can we get this 2-point conversion? We go, and that should be a wide open. Boom. We tied up this game. Like, no, there is no way. We go down the middle. Big pick, and that's by Grimsley. Oh, my God. That was a huge pick by Jamrock Grimsley for the touchdown. I told y'all, man, these DBs have been making plays all season. Grimsley, we were in cover 2. We were in cover 2 right here. He saw nothing coming in the flats, and then he just made a play. Wow, I honestly think that quarterback threw it too early. If the quarterback would have waited just a little bit for him to get out of his break, maybe it would have been better. That quarterback threw that way too early. He should have threw the drag underneath. He tried to get greedy, and Jamrock just made a beautiful play. I think he leads our team in picks, and he came up with the biggest pick of this game. Go back to cover 1 right here. I think we're going to go back to cover 1 right here. They haven't beat us. If they beat us deep and they score a touchdown off of it, it's them. Oh my God. Are you serious? There is no way. There is no way that just happened. There is no way. I literally said if they beat us deep, they just beat us. I have really good corners. How do I get beat right there? Oh my, I'm not gonna lie. Maybe I should have just ran. I shouldn't have been aggressive right there. And should have just, I don't know what I was thinking. We start off the ball here in overtime right now. We should be able to score. We should be able to score. First play, touchdown. Come on now. Like, come on now. Like, our offense is way too explosive for that. I'm not gonna lie. Texas State came to play. We're gonna switch it back to zone. Not gonna lie. Especially what happened that last play. Ended that fourth quarter. We're going to switch to zone right here. We get the sack, though. Big sack right there. And I think that's by Sullivan. By Lord, we're going to switch up to cover 1 right here. We're just not going to press, though. Keep everything in front of us. There we go. Big defense. Big stop. 4th down. And this is for the game. This is for the game right here. I'm using Whit Lloyd, our 90-speed linebacker. And there we go. And that's going to be it. That is gonna be it. That's all we needed was 3 and out. We escape. Oh man, we stay undefeated. Huge win by the Beavers, man. Shout out to Texas State, though. They played a great game. Cameron Dyer, player of the game, 282 and 3 touchdowns for the junior. Big game by him. Had touchdowns. Cushenberry's been our guy all year, man. That goal cutter's so underrated. A very underrated ability on this game. Great game by him. Our defense balled out too, man. Spence and Grimsley had that big pick. Sullivan locked in when he needed to. Had those big sacks. Just overall, man, beautiful game by Oregon State, and we now move to 7-0. Win versus Texas State. Cushenberry did get Pac-12 Offensive Player of the Week, man. 8 catches for 144 yards and 2 touchdowns for the wideout. We're now sitting at 9-0. We are undefeated right now, ranked 11th in the country. We ended up winning our last 2 games, San Diego State and Fresno, 30-20 in this game. Cameron Dyer played great again. Cushenberry did his thing. Marco Lamb has been, like I said, a touchdown merchant in the end zone again. Then we take down Fresno 38-14. Cameron Dyer did his thing again. Corey Smith, 3 touchdowns. And then Marco Lamb again, 2 touchdowns, 3 touchdowns in his last 2 weeks. And to look at the stats so far in this season, Cameron Dyer, just efficient, man. 16 touchdowns, only 4 picks. Not a lot of passing touchdowns this year, but he's doing his thing. Also 342 on the ground. Corey Smith is already at 10 rushing touchdowns. Marco Lamb, 8 touchdowns, only 36 catches, but 8 of them are touchdowns. Cushenberry's doing his thing. Everybody's playing well. Lloyd is looking like our best linebacker out there. Glasper, Pickett, and Jamrock Grimsley all got 2 picks. All him and Spence leading us in sacks is the transfer Sullivan. He's been doing his thing ever since he got over here with 14 tackles for loss. But like I said, man, we're sitting at 11th in the country. Looking at that college football playoff bracket, we are right there. We are there. We were in the same situation. We were in the same situation last year, but we ended up losing to Washington State. That's what kicked us out of the college football playoff. I think this season we can keep it going. We can keep it going and honestly stay there. But looking at recruiting, we have a lot of guys that are on the wire to committing. I'm not gonna lie, we need Arkansas to lose their game. We need Arkansas to lose their game so we can sign this guy. I really want him. So hopefully Arkansas loses their game. Then we got this guy AJ. He'll be on visit versus Boise. I think it's in a couple weeks. Then we got Gano. He came on visit. He didn't commit yet, but he should be committing any minute now. Ben Boykins, he should be committing any minute now too as well. This guy's first on our board, so recruiting is looking really, really good. Really, really good. He was on visit versus Fresno last week. He should be committing soon. This 5-star, I don't know. Nebraska said they had a visit for him. I don't know if they pulled it. It looks like Nebraska pulled their whole offer. I don't know what happened with this 5-star. Hopefully we sweep in and get him. I really don't know what happened, but hopefully we sweep in and get him. We're in a recruiting battle with this other 4-star. He has a visit this week, so we need Washington to lose their game too as well. But yeah, right now recruiting is going well right now. We just need these schools to lose their game. But let's go ahead and hop into this slow sim because we should dominate the Rams on the road. It ended up being a close game, only 32-24. I am honestly shocked. Colorado State was able to hold on in this game. Looking at the stats though, Cameron Dyer had a great game. 300 yards in the air. Rushing, him and Smith are a 1-2 punch for us. Lamb doing his thing like he's been doing all season. McQueen got in the end zone. I'm just honestly surprised it was a close game. I thought it was going to be a blowout, but at least we get the W, and that now improves us to 10-0 on the season. To advance in the week, we have another commitment. The 4-star that was on the visit. The game we played against Fresno State, Caleb Gano from Cali, big commitment for the program. Also have another commitment, the right tackle. I figured he was eventually going to commit out of Rancho Cucamonga, Cali. Huge for the program. And we have another commitment. AJ from Cali. 3 Cali boys are joining the Oregon State program. It comes to the Pac-12. The Pac-12 is literally just us and Boise. The next closest team is literally 5-5. It is a battle of the undefeated. It has been like this the entire rebuild, and this is the biggest game of the season. Biggest game of the season. We need to win this game. We really, really need to win this game. College football playoff hopes are in the balance for this game. Cameron Dyer's been playing well all season. Him, Cushenberry, and Smith, those are the main guys that we're going to try to get the ball to. Like I said, man, when you look at that college football playoff bracket, just give y'all an update. We are right there down there at the bottom. They got us playing TCU, and they got Boise playing Oklahoma. So now we got 2 teams now from the new Pac-12 in the college football playoff. Really glad to see that, but we're not going to waste any more time, man. But again, if y'all haven't yet, subscribe to the channel. Turn on those post notifications, and do not forget to leave a like on the video because this is the biggest game of the year versus the Broncos. And we're in the 4th quarter of this game versus Boise. 4 minutes left in this game. We are up by a touchdown right now. We are winning 24-16. Boise is in the red zone right here. So we do need to get a stop. We have been stopping their running game all game long. I told y'all that's what Boise wants to do. We decided to send a blitz. Can we get there? And that was a beautiful throw by AJ. Beautiful throw off his back foot, going the opposite way of his throwing hand. Beautiful throw by him. 1st and goal right here. Big tackle. That boy Lloyd been all conference this year, man. And up our slot with DJ Pickett. We're gonna try to pull. There we go. And that's by that man. 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 Trey. I think that's his 4th pick of the year. Y'all see the chainsaw. Y'all see the chainsaw? Come on, man. These are the plays that you have to make in games like this as we throw it off to Cushenberry for a big game. In 5, all we need to get is just a few more first downs and we can win this game, but it looks like we don't even need it because Smith is going to find his way back into the end zone. Throughout this entire rebuild, man, y'all have gotten to see Cameron Dyer and Corey Smith develop such a great relationship with them two. That quarterback and running back relationship, and it is so glad to see. And we now go up 31-16 in this big Pac-12 matchup. It's always a battle playing Boise, but I think now we got their number. Last year we beat them very handily, and then this year it's looking like it's getting close to us doing the same thing as we get another big stop. Defeated Boise at home. I told y'all, man, it is always a classic playing this Broncos team. They have been our arch nemesis this entire rebuild. The entire rebuild, we were able to beat them this year. Cameron Dyer, player of the game, big game by him. Cushenberry, Corey Smith, our DBs making the plays that we needed to make. Going into our last game of the season, it is a must win. Because if we lose this game, we will get kicked out of the college football playoff. It happened last year to us. It happened last year against Washington State. They ended our run. It shouldn't happen again today. It shouldn't happen. I feel like this is a very different team. It is not last year's team, especially it's not last year's defense. But looking at Washington State, they're not that good. They're not that good. Their receivers are okay. Their tight end's terrible. Their O-line is really bad. O-line and D-line is pretty bad. Their defense is honestly terrible. Their defense is not good. We should be able to move the ball all over this offense and end this regular season off 12-0. And it looks like we are going to win this game. Washington State is not going to end our college football playoff hopes this year. We take it and we go 12-0 in this regular season, man. Washington State, they were close though. They were close in that. It looks like in that first half. In the second half, though, it looks like we pulled away in that game. And stats man, Cameron Dyer, another great game. 3 touchdowns, 243 in the air. Corey Smith, we need to really shout this man out, man. He has been rushing for 100 yards so much this year. So much this year. He's already gonna pass 1,000. I don't know how he's not in the running for best running back of the year award. Like, it's really surprising. McQueen, though, has stepped up. He stepped up this year and been one of our guys. Jalen Mond at the backfield. Him and Corey Smith and LeConte both had, all 3 of those guys had touchdowns. Jam Rock. We need to really look at how many picks Jam Rock and Glassley got. I need to look at their stats. I really do. We're going to look at that. Devin Lloyd, though, been our guy all year. And it looks like we're going to go into our Pac-12 championship and the college football playoff 12-0. These picks. Jam Rock got 5. Trey got 4. Pickett got 2. Spence got 2. We have been picking that ball off this season. But let's go ahead, man, and advance the week and advance to our Pac-12 conference championship. After advancing the week, we did end up signing that 4-star wide receiver, Ben Boykins from Ellenwood, Georgia, another receiver added to the commitment. The 5-star recruit did commit to Nebraska, so he is going to come off our board. And the 4-star running back did end up committing to Arkansas as well. We did add this 3-star Gymno that we really like, so we'll see how that goes. But like I said, recruiting has been going really well. It's been going really well so far this season. Nebraska wants to take another one of our players, apparently. But yeah, recruiting is going pretty well. We still got some guys that are still waiting to commit, but when you rank our recruiting class up, it is still first in the Pac-12. Maybe we can sign another number 1 recruiting class in the Pac-12. We'll see. But like I said, man, this is a huge matchup. Huge matchup, a rematch again versus Boise. Last year in the Pac-12 Conference Championship, it was a classic. This past season in the regular season, it was a classic. But let's see, man, if we can win another Pac-12 championship and complete that one challenge that we have, which is winning 2 Pac-12 championships. It right here, kind of just trying to find a way to get in there, and that's a touchdown. Touchdown, Boise. That was big. That was big right there. They take the lead. 1 minute and 58 seconds left in this game. And honestly, and I'm not going to lie, I don't want to go to overtime with Boise. I really don't. And I'm not going to lie to y'all. If we score a touchdown right here this drive, I'm going for 2 and I'm going for the win. So here we go. 3rd and 3. This is a very big down. We need a first down right here. They send a blitz. We go underneath. LeConte. There we go. Evan, come on, man. The ball. Here we go. 1st and 10. We scramble out again. We scramble out again. And we're going to go down. We're going to go down. That is probably very controversial because it is not a guarantee that we score. But we do not want to give Boise State any clock. No clock left at all. We're going to give the run to Smith. And he is gonna run. We are gonna call a timeout right here though. This dude Cameron Dyer got 80 something short accuracy. Like, come on, EA. Thank you. Touchdown. And we're going for 2. We're going for 2. We're going for the win right here. I know, chat, it's a risk. It is a huge risk going for this right now, but we're doing it. Oh man. Ooh, this is a big play call. This is a huge play call. We're going for it right. We got 2 options, Lamb, LeConte, or Evan. Come on. No, he didn't get it. Are you serious? Oh my God, man. He didn't. I threw it way too late. I threw it way too late. Oh my God. And then Boise. And they're gonna win. They're gonna win the Pac-12 conference. Wow. I just threw that way too late. My tight end was open. My tight end, he was so open. Like, that was definitely. And then I threw a high ball. Look, it's wide open. I gotta throw it right now. I don't know what I'm thinking right here. I don't know what I'm thinking. It's literally wide open. And then this is when I throw it. And then I throw a high ball. That was terrible, man. That was so bad by me. That should have been an easy 2-point conversion. Good. Cameron Dyer, though. Great game, man. Like, Cushenberry did his thing. Lamb. That's a tough loss. Came to the Heisman for season 4. It was a wide receiver this year, and he went ballistic. 1,800 yards, 120 catches, and 22 touchdowns. That's probably one of the best seasons I have ever seen from a receiver in this game. We will be going to the college football playoff. We won't be playing. We're not going to get the bye, but we will be playing in the first round versus the Buckeyes. Came to the All-Americans and Pac-12 first team, second team of freshman Jamrock was actually an All-American. Our first All-American of this rebuild. Jamrock played great, man. 5 picks, 30-something tackles, 7 pass deflections. So glad we signed him in the portal, man. And we did also have a freshman All-American. This dude, Devin Lloyd, been a dog. 2 sacks, over 70-something tackles, 7 tackles for loss. Great year for him. I know we're going to flood the Pac-12 with guys. Tim Bugs was up here and he didn't even do nothing. Crazy. We got a right guard up here. A lot of freshman guys up here too as well. Contributed a lot this season for us. Corey Smith was second team with 1,000 yards and 13 touchdowns. Right tackle was up here as well. Gasper was up there. A kicker was up there. When it came to first team, Cameron Dyer was not up here. He wasn't. He got beat out by AJ Brand. Marco Lamb was up here though. Great year. 10 touchdowns for the young man. Great year for him. Our D tackle Stewart was up here too. Had 8 sacks. Like I said, Lloyd, Jamrock, DJ, basically all our DBs were up here. All of our DBs were up here. It has been a great year for this team. Even though we didn't win another Pac-12 championship, still can't hate on the year that we had. Cameron Dyer, you could say this is a down year for him. You could say that, but he's just been more of a leader this year, I would say. Last year he had 4,000 pounds. This year only 2,900. Still less picks, though. Not as many touchdowns. Sack less. Not as many. He did have more rushing yards this season, though. Show more of his ability to be able to run the football. I like that from Cameron Dyer. Corey Smith, he's been a dog ever since he's joined this program. He's been a dog. Been a dog these last 3 years. He's only gotten better every single season coming from Penn. So glad we got him. Cushenberry had a year. The success story, grit and grind story of this JUCO guy, Evan LeConte. He's been our guy. Like I said, man, Sachs, Sullivan, and Williams, both guys we got out the portal. Everybody played well. Everybody played well this season. But this is where it really starts. This season. This is where it really starts. And we're starting off versus Ohio State, and I already know their stat. Their quarterback's a 97 overall pocket passer and can throw everywhere. They got a 98 speed running back. Their receivers are ballistic. They got good tight ends. This is going to be a tough game. But again, though, if y'all still watching the video, do not forget to subscribe to the channel, turn on those post notifications, and do not forget to leave a like on the video. But let's go ahead and hop into the first round of the college football playoff versus the Buckeyes. Here we go. Here we go. First round of the college football playoff versus the Buckeyes. We're playing at their home stadium. This is going to be a tough one, man. You could say that we're the underdogs in this game. And if, like I said, we can go to the national championship, it will be a miracle. It will be a huge miracle. But we are playing a great Ohio State team. First year in the college football playoff for this Oregon State team. It took 4 years. 4 years to get them here. Let's see if we can do it. We're in the fourth quarter of this first round of the college football playoff. It is tied 20 all right now, and it has been a tough game. Not gonna lie to y'all, man. This is definitely the toughest game I played all year. Toughest game I played all year by far. It's not even close, man. This Ohio State team is so good. It is so good, man. If y'all have been here, if y'all were here watching me play, I've been yelling at this monitor the whole time. We try to go to a rollout play to get Cameron Dyer to the outside, and he's able to get to the outside for a first down. RPO right here. We pitch it out to Smith. There we go. He gets loose. He gets loose for the first down. 3rd and 2 right here. If we get this first down, Ohio State's going to have to start using their timeouts. We get the first down, 1st and goal. The timeouts. We need to score right here, though. This is when we actually need to score. We throw it off to Cushenberry. Touchdown. Oregon State. Oh, my God. We might just pull off a miracle, chat, and beat Ohio State. Oh, man, this has been a tough game. Here we go. 1:14 left in this game. Running everything man down. Get the tackle, Lloyd. Great tackle, Lloyd. Lloyd been our guy, man. Lloyd been our guy. We got to depend on him. He been our guy. Even though they're in 5 wide, we're still going to run man right here. I'm going to man up. They do send blockers down. Come on. There you go, DJ Pickett. DJ Pickett, boy. Don't ever test him. Don't ever test Pickett. What's wrong with y'all? What's wrong with y'all testing Pickett? Big play right there by Pickett. We pitch it off to Smith. 1 first down will take us. 1 first down, and we will advance. Hand it off. And we are going to go to the next round. Oh, my God. It has been interceptions for us all season. These DBs have been making plays all season, and we have done it. We are going to the next round of the college football playoff. Cameron Dyer has been the leader of his team. 179 yards and a touchdown. 71% completion percentage. Great game. The stats of this game, man. Cameron Dyer, he didn't do much in the air, but he controlled the ball. No picks. Corey Smith has been our guy. He had a touchdown. He contributed in the passing game. Cushenberry had a touchdown. McQueen played great. LeConte did his thing. But we need to talk about that man. DJ Pickett made the pick of the century. Biggest pick on that game. This why we play him at slot. We manned him up versus a tight end. He's just as tall as any other tight ends. And by the way, I know there was an update with the game, and he's actually 6'5" now. He's not even 6'5". He's not even 6'4" anymore, which is crazy. So, but huge game by Oregon State, and we are moving on to the next round. In the quarterfinal, we will be playing Louisville in the Capital One Orange Bowl, ranked number 2 in the country. We're going to see what their roster looks like, but I'm assuming this is going to be another tough game. Looking at their roster, 82 overall, they're undefeated. They haven't lost a game all season. They got this guy Trevor Jackson at quarterback, the backfield creator. Got a decent arm, pretty good running back. Two running backs there in the backfield for them. They do got some pretty good receivers though as well. Not a lot of speed after their top 2 guys though. Their tight end is pretty decent, but this isn't the Ohio State at all. This is not the Ohio State roster. I definitely feel like this is a game we can win. I definitely feel like they depend heavily on their corners, especially this 97 speed safety. I wanted him in the transfer portal too, by the way. He is a beast. 97 speed at 6'10" is ridiculous, but this should be a game we can win. We took down Ohio State in the first round. It was a miracle. And on the money line, they had Ohio State like minus 5,000. So we gonna see how this game go, but let's go ahead and see if we can take down the Cardinals in the quarterfinal. Going into the fourth quarter of this game, it has been defense for us all game. It has been just defense and defense. Plays like that. Plays like that is the reason why that we have held Louisville to only 7 points. Undefeated team in the country, second ranked in the country, and we are holding them to only 2 points. Holding them to only 7 points right now. And we get the turnover on downs. End zone one more time. It is going to be very hard for Louisville to come back as we do that with Jalen Mond, the junior. Touchdown, Oregon State. We now go up 26-7. Depend on your defense. Defense wins championships. They said back in the day, when the Pac-12 used to be nice, when the Pac-12 used to be good, is that the one thing about the Pac-12, they couldn't play defense and they weren't good in the trenches. We are going to turn that around here. Can we get a stop? Third and 10, can we get another stop? Come on, get the tackle. There we go, Lloyd. 4th and 2. 4th and 2. 4th and 2 right here. Do we get off the field right here? Can we get off the field? And we do! That is Newby with the big play. Our defense is going to take us to the semifinal. Louisville, I think this is their first time being in the red zone all game. It is too late, though. Only 12 seconds left in this game. Their quarterback does get the touchdown, but it's just too late. It is just too late. I am so proud of this Oregon State team. So proud of this Oregon State football program. We have battled all season and hanged our hat on our defense and our ability to be able to create explosive plays. And that is exactly what we've done this season. And we will be moving on to the semifinal versus either Clemson or Notre Dame. Clemson or Notre Dame. We're going to be playing one of the two. But we are moving on. Oregon State gets the big win today in Florida, 26-14. And we give Louisville their first loss of their season. And y'all see it, man. Them holding up that Orange Bowl trophy. Cameron Dyer, player of the game, 168 yards and a touchdown. Looking at the stats, man, like I said, Cameron Dyer, great game from him. Rushing, we didn't really need to do much. We depended heavy on our defense. We only threw the 4 wide receivers. It was just our defense all night. All night it was our defense. Even though we didn't have any picks or sacks, we just controlled the game defensively. Louisville's receivers didn't do much. And like I said, man, we are moving on to the semifinal. Next matchup will be Notre Dame in the Fiesta Bowl in the semifinal. They beat Clemson. That is surprising because usually Clemson is really good in So I thought we was gonna play them. They beat Clemson by 21 points, 45-24. The four teams that are left is 5th ranked Miami, number 1 ranked Georgia. I don't want to play them. I'm not gonna lie, chat. I don't want to play Georgia. I don't think we'll beat Georgia. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, it's us four left. You got the final four. Yeah, y'all see it. Their quarterback isn't that great though. He is a dual threat, but he is a true freshman this past season. Their running back isn't that great. They got two really good receivers though. Their tight end's pretty good. Their O-line is okay. It's just their defense. Their defense is their defense is elite. Way better than their offense. They're gonna depend on running the football and playing defense. That is what they're gonna depend on. We're gonna have to, if we can generate big plays, we can win this game. We can outscore Notre Dame in this game, chat. We can outscore them. Like we're rolling through this. We're not wasting no more time at all, man. Again, if y'all still watching the video and y'all believe that Oregon State can win a natty this year, subscribe to the channel, turn on those post notifications, and do not forget to leave a like on the video. Leave a like on the video and drop down in the comments who do y'all want me to rebuild next, and y'all let me know if y'all like these type of videos more where I do the entire 5-year rebuild in one video, or do y'all like the videos where every single episode I post an entire season? Y'all drop that down in the comments. But let's go ahead and get into the Fiesta Bowl, the semifinal versus the Fighting Irish. One game away from the natty. You see Coach Sparrow. He came here in season 1. Oregon State was 0-7. We joined a program that was 0-7, left out in the dust. Only 2 teams in the conference when we first started rebuilding this team. We decided to change things up. The new Pac-12 is back. Can we advance? Can we beat the Fighting Irish here today? One of the best defenses in the country. That is why they're here today. It is not because of their offense, I'm telling you. And you see, that mascot makes me so mad. Because why does he be doing that? You telling me it's a grown man? A grown man be doing that. In the fourth quarter of this game, and honestly, I need to retrace what I said about Notre Dame and their offense, because they've been going back and forth with us all night tonight. As they get the pick. Oh my God. That was a beautiful interception by their corner. I swear I thought Lamb was wide open. That was it. As they go down the middle, I thought Lamb was wide open right there. Here we go. Here we go. It looks like they could be running it still. They go to the run. Big play right there by our safety. 3rd and goal. Big play right there by our safety. 3rd and goal. One more stop. One more stop. One more stop right here. We're going cover 2. If they run it, it's probably a touchdown, though. Come on. Come on, D-line. Get home, D-line. Get home. There we go. That is how we lock in. That is how we knuckle up and lock in on defense. Oh, my God. That was a beautiful stop. Notre Dame, they were basically at the 1-yard line that whole time. They tried to punch it in 2-3 straight times and couldn't get it. Big stop right there by our defense right there, man. Here we go. 2nd and 9 right here. 2.5 minutes left. I think we got to go to LeConte again, and that's another first down. Can he keep going? Go easy. Come on. Let's take it to that 2-minute warning. You're going to the RPO right here. You throw it out. That's an easy walk-in. Come on. Cameron Dyer putting the team on his back today. That was the biggest drive I've seen him have all season. 11 plays, 85 yards all the way down the field. One stop wins us this game. Dame's offense, I wasn't really afraid of it, but they have proved me wrong today. But that's the biggest fumble of this game. And oh my God. I promise y'all, man, I promise y'all I am not making none of this up right now. I promise y'all I'm not making none of this up. Notre Dame just lost themselves the game. I don't know how he fumbled that. I promise y'all I don't know how he fumbled that. Wow. I think Notre Dame just lost themselves this game. He needs to go down for he fumble again. Wow, this has been a long rebuild as we get another pick. It has been these DBs all year. I'm gonna keep saying it. I'm gonna keep saying it, man. It has been these defensive backs all year long. I have never, out of all the rebuilds I've done in this game, and I've done a lot, never gotten this many picks in a season. Never gotten this many picks. I told you on the transfer portal what we wanted to do last year, and that's what we did. And we took down arguably one of the best defenses in the country with their true freshman quarterback. Huge win, man. We went up against Coach Freeman. Y'all see Cameron Dyer. Cameron Dyer is going to his first national championship. The QB out of Albuquerque, New Mexico, going to the Natty. We lost a lot of players in the portal last year, and y'all see it, man. Y'all see it. Just that's an accomplishment right there. Looking at the stats, man, Cameron Dyer didn't have the best completion percentage, and reasons for Notre Dame's defense is insane. And by the way, I'm playing on Heisman. I'm playing on Heisman with sliders that benefits the computer. I'll show y'all after this game. But 4 touchdowns for Cameron Dyer. Rushing, we couldn't really do much. They had a really great defensive line. Cushenberry saved us so many times. He's only a 77 overall, but he plays like he's a 97. That cutter ability is insane on this game. I'm gonna keep saying it, man. The JUCO product. He finds a way to make plays. He just finds a way. And Spence and Pickett always make plays. These two, and they contribute in the running game, is just insane. Sullivan, another great game for him. Tompkins, last year he's been a team player. He played outside corner last year. He kind of took a step back, moved to safety, has been balling. And we're going to the Natty, and let's see if we play Georgia or Miami this game. How this game happened. I really need to see it. Miami won 27-20. Miami, wow. Georgia has been the top dog all year. They got 90s on all their roster. And they won. They won with the running game. Their quarterback had 2 rushing touchdowns as a pocket passer. It was just their quarterback. It wasn't even a lot. It was just their quarterback. The Natty in Tampa, Florida, Miami. It is going to be a Miami national championship. The entire University of Miami is going to be at Raymond James Stadium. Like I said, man, their quarterback had 3 touchdowns last week for them versus Bama, and he is a pocket passer, 97 throw power. 97 short, not the biggest arm, though, not that fast. Their running back is okay. They got decent receivers, definitely pretty fast. Their tight ends are pretty good. Their O-line is really great, though. O-line is good. D-line is okay. Linebackers decent. We want to look at those corners, though. Corners are pretty fast, though. Corners and safeties are pretty fast, but I feel like, again, this is a game we can win. See if we can win the national championship versus the Hurricanes in Tampa Bay, Florida. It all comes down to this. It all comes down to this, man. The 2029 national championship. Can we win a national championship with Oregon State in year 4? Can we accomplish what we came here to accomplish in not just 5 years, but in only 4? Let's see, man. Let's see. We wasn't able to get 2 Pac-12 conference championships. We wasn't able to win another one this year. But can we win a Natty? Y'all see, man, Cameron Dyer. Y'all got to see Cameron Dyer come here in season 2. And ever since he got here, he has changed this program around. When we were 0-7 and had Malik Murphy and we played those freshmen in season 1. When we played those freshmen in season 1, we benched the seniors. Coach Sparrow came here and everybody was looking like, what are you doing? We changed the culture. Let's see if it all pays off right here. We're towards the end of this third quarter of this game, and it is 21-6 Miami. 21-6, and Miami has all the control. We need to score right here before the start of the fourth quarter to try to get some type of momentum, and our left tackle just doesn't block at all. 1st and 10 right here. 1st and 10. I think that slant's open. Beautiful throw, Cameron Dyer. Come on. His first passing touchdown of this game. Come on, man. Our offense hasn't been able to get going all game. We go down by a touchdown going into this fourth quarter. Into this fourth quarter of this game, Miami was able to get a field goal before the end of the half as we try to go underneath the Cushenberry, and he gets nothing right there. Not able to hold on to it. I don't know what it is with our left tackle. He can't block that left end with Platinum quick jump as we go to Marco Lamb, and that was a beautiful throw, especially under pressure. There we go, Smith. Beautiful route by Mond. Beautiful route by Mond right there to Junior. First and goal. We're back in the red zone. Here. 1st and 10. There we go. They do send a blitz. We go right there to Evan, and that's a touchdown. There we go, man. Get Cameron Dyer rolling out of the pocket, and he'll find a way. He'll find a way. 2-point conversion to go down by 3. Who else are we going to go to? Here we go, 0. Down by 3 in this game. 5 minutes left. Defense was able to get a stop. We got a quick 3 and out right there. On 3rd down, we get the ball back, and Smith is in. He got some room for a big return. Smith on this angle route, if it can get open, but no, we see that wide open. That's a beautiful ball. That was one of the best throws I have seen Cameron Dyer make all year. Right down the middle to the JUCO product. That was a wonderful touchdown. So can we punch it in? There we go. There we go. There we go. Get in there. There we go, Ferris. Touchdown. Oregon State. I didn't want to give Miami this much time left, though, but I believe in our defense. We're up 28-24. One stop, and we could possibly be winning a national championship. 3rd and 6 right here. This is a big down. Can we get off the field right here on 3rd down? And we don't. They go right to their running back on that little corner route. We were in cover 2 man. It was kind of a mismatch with our linebacker on their running back. And then they decide to keep it. And there was a big stop. We're manning up our slot right here, 3rd and 1. We're manning up down the middle. They go to a wide open curl route for the 1st down. And Miami takes their timeout. They go down the middle, and he oh my, he called that? Wow, I cannot believe he just called that. Wow, that was a beautiful catch. This Miami team just won't go away. Their offense is elite. I'm not going to lie to y'all. Their offense is elite. It is 1st and 10, but we got Smith on another big return. Some seconds left in this game. He throws it right there in that hole to Jabu, and we're already in field goal range. Cameron Dyer has been the leader of this team this season. Here we go, man. 40-some seconds left. We go underneath to Ferris, and he gets a big run. Come on. Let's go win us a national championship. Come on. 35 seconds left. They send a blitz. We had him. I had Jabu open. I had him open. 3rd and 2. This is a big down. And we're going for the pass. You would think we would go run right here, but we're going to go pass. We're going to go pass right here on 3rd down. There we go. Hang on to that. Beautiful throw. 1st and goal. 20 seconds left. Clock is still running. Clock is moving. And that's the touchdown. Corey Smith. Touchdown. 12 seconds left. Cameron Dyer, the biggest drive of his college career. The junior. The biggest drive of his college career. In front of us right now. They try to go really fast right there. I don't get that. And we are going to win a national championship. Oregon State does it. Their first national championship. It took us 4 years to do this. 4 seasons. Starting off 0-7. Starting off in a Pac-12 with just us and Washington State. We expanded the Pac-12, added some new teams. We've grown a rivalry with Boise. And y'all see Coach Sparrow raising that trophy. Huge accomplishment for this team, man. Cameron Dyer, the player of the game of the national championship. Who else could it be? He put his team on his back that last game. That last drive, that was the Cameron Dyer drive. Stats of this game, man. Cameron Dyer went crazy. Cameron Dyer, not the best completion percentage, but 4 touchdowns, only 1 pick. Rushing, we couldn't really do much. Miami got a good D-line. The JUCO product. He is someone who grinded from here. He came here to our school. I think there's only like a 3-star recruit. And he battled his way. He didn't get playing time his first year here. He decided to stay, didn't hit the portal, and he made some of the biggest plays in this game. Literally, some of the biggest plays. Defense locked in when they needed to. Tompkins had that big pick. Grimsley had a pick. Everybody played well, and we just accomplished our first national championship. And to end off this rebuild, what a better way is for Cameron Dyer to set the Oregon State career passing touchdown record. He has now set himself in history. To look at our trophy room before we end off this video, we have added a Natty. We got a Fiesta Bowl. We got an Orange Bowl trophy. We got an Alamo Bowl, and then a Pac-12 Conference Championship. We've accomplished all this in 4 years. Get the stats at the final end of this season. Cameron Dyer, 3,700 yards, 36 touchdowns, only 10 picks. Corey Smith. It's Corey Smith, probably our best offensive player. 14 touchdowns, 1,100 yards. Cameron Dyer as well had 700 rushing yards. That's insane. Cushenberry came out of nowhere last year. A freshman, didn't even play. 1,000 yards and 10 touchdowns. Lamb, the JUCO product, LeConte. This has been a crazy season, but that is going to be the end of this video, man. Y'all drop down in the comments who was y'all's favorite player from this rebuild. Was it Cameron Dyer? Was it Corey Smith? Was it last year when we had the 6'7" Jordan Scott? Y'all drop it down in the comments, and also y'all drop down in the comments who do y'all want me to rebuild next in College Football 26. I know this video took a while to come out. I know we haven't posted a video in 2 weeks, but we are back. We are back to posting consistently on this channel, but y'all already know, man. We a community, we a family, and Saturday Night Lights, we out of here. Let's go.